Oh my goodness, folks, it's all happening right now, right here. We are live on Backchannel. And let me tell you, this is the only play on your Echo device where you can talk live with a living, breathing host. I am a living, breathing person. I'm a real human being. I am not a robot. The only play on your Echo where you can listen live, talk live, hang out with a real person. Backchannel, that's where we're at. My name is Hal Rudnick. This is the Your Pal Hal Show. So stoked to be here with you on this Friday, May 27th. Oh, what a day, what a glorious day. We've got so much fun in store for you. We're going to have a little bit of news, some pop culture, some trending topics, some movies, some TV, some streaming, like stuff that you can watch on your screens, whatever screen it is, your computer screen, your TV screen, the big screen in the movie theater. We're going to talk a little bit about stuff coming out this weekend, a little bit of Top Gun. Woo! A highway to the danger zone, baby. Some people have called this show a highway straight into the danger zone. And whatever you're doing, I am so glad to have you here. Whether you are working from home, whether you are in your office, whether you are just maxing and relaxing, just kicking back and sucking on that vape. Are you at home doing a little vaping? Are you getting the Memorial Day 3-day weekend started early? Are you turning it into a 4-day weekend? Whoa, that's a little indulgent. But you know what? I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you one bit. Are you just getting your day started to just sleep in? Let me give you one of these. And also sending this specifically out to my friend Stacy down in Texas. Ooh, the rooster's in the house, baby. Cock-a-doodle-doo. So whether you're in the middle of a cock-a-doodle-doo or a cock-a-doodle-don't, glad to have you here. I got my homie Simon hanging out here. I got my pal S. Friedman. What up? Peace and love. Peace and love. And 4 out of 5 dentists have said that this show is markedly better when you participate. So here is how you can get involved with the Your Pal Hal Show. You can talk to your smart device. Get your smart device's attention. And maybe it rhymes with T-Rexa. Say the name of your smart device, use the magic word say, and you can sprinkle in anything after that. So, like, I want to know what you're snacking on. This is a snack forward, a snack friendly zone. Okay? So, here's what you do. Smart device, say, and then put in anything after that. So tell us what you're snacking on. Smart device, say, I'm eating walnuts. Smart device, say, I'm eating peanuts. Or smart device, say, I'm eating a plate of fully loaded nachos. Or whatever. Also, you can communicate with us by going to backchannel.tv, click on join the chat, and then, woo, we are off to the races, baby. You, me, and Dupree just chit-chatting away. Love it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Stacy's here. Stacy had chocolate pudding for a snack. Earlier, Stacy was housing a meatloaf TV dinner. Stacy, you're living life right. You are living life correctly. I salute you. Stacy, much love to your dad. Much love to your dad. Stacy says her dad had to go to the hospital. I'm sad to hear that. Fingers crossed, wishing him well. Sending good vibes, sending good feelings. And shout out to Aunt Tracy and Katie. Hello to you. Damien in Maryland is in the house. Folks, dang glad to have you here. You know who else is in the house? We're going to bring producer Travis in. Producer Travis, he's got his hands firmly on the controls, and he makes the world go around. Producer Travis.
Hello.
I haven't seen you in 22 hours. What kind of trouble have you gotten into?
Trouble? Me? Nothing. I've just been basking in the glory in the sixth NBA Finals berth in 8 years for the Golden State Warriors.
Yes, the Golden State Warriors defeat the Dallas Mavericks, the pesky Mavericks, and the Mavericks are gone fishing. And the Golden State Warriors, led by Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and then new additions since their last finals berth, Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole, and the rest. And hopefully we get an appearance from Andy McClain today, our resident Mavs fan.
Hopefully.
And we're expecting a new name.
Yeah, we'll see if he. I expect Andy to be a man of his word.
Oh, I have no doubt. Andy strikes me as a man of good character and conscience. Speaking of men of good character and conscience, the official attorney of the Your Pal Hal Show, Rob Schaefer, chiming in, just got done smashing a half-pound corn dog from a food truck. Bam. Hopefully I don't fall asleep during my 2 p.m. meeting. Fingers crossed for you, Rob. Fingers crossed. But that's great. And I hope your corn dog, I mean, that sounds great. It sounds like it was wonderful. You crushed that thing. You smashed it. There was a wonderful carnival that used to travel around. I probably mentioned this on the show before. It's one of my defining adult memories. There was a wonderful carnival that traveled around. It would post up about a half a mile from my old apartment in Los Feliz, and I walk down to the carnival and just the fun prizes, games, tilt-a-whirls, Gravitron, all that biz, and. I got myself a corn dog at the carnival, because that's what you do at a carnival. You get a fried food, you get a cotton candy, you get a corn dog. Oh boy, that corn dog broadsided me with food poisoning. Just 2 to 3 days. Just hole up with a case of the throw ups, a case of the it rhymes. It starts with D and it rhymes with Maria.
Oh, I hate that it took me a second.
Less syllables in Maria.
Yeah.
Hey, Maria, you don't want diarrhea. That's it. I said it. I spoke the unspeakable. Congratulations to Andy. His team played their butts off. Got to give him a shout out before Travis gets him. I think he's referring to Green Apple Quick Step. Yes, so Diorama. Dang, I was close. Kyle Harlow in the house. Always good to see Kyle Harlow here. So let's just say that corn dog at that carnival led to a little. Travis, how many times in your life have you gotten food poisoning?
Probably like 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm similar.
Way less in the past maybe 7 years of my life.
You live, you learn. Who sings that song?
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I don't know.
Alanis Morissette.
Nice.
S. Friedman says, I wish... It's 11:11. I'm going to read S. Friedman's wish in a moment. which he's just already breaking the rules. Okay, 11:11. Make a wish, folks. Make a wish. Okay, I got my wish. Remember, whether you're wishing on a shooting star, wishing on a birthday cake, wishing in a wishing well, or wishing on 11:11, don't tell your wish to anybody, otherwise it's going to render your wish null and void. And what do I mean by null and void? I mean this. So, Travis, what was your wish?
Never gonna know. Not in a million
Boom, never
years.
gonna get it, never gonna get it.
No matter how many times we do
this
this show, no matter how many days we are here, you will never get my wish.
Okay, so S. Friedman, you know, I think, you know, S. Friedman, I like the cut of his jib. I like this guy a lot. He's a pal. He's a pal of mine. And, but he's got a little bit of a blind spot here. He told us his wish, and I think this has happened before. Travis, can you Snopes that? Has this happened before?
Let's see, what am I snopesing here?
Has S. Friedman told us his wish before? I think he has.
I don't know.
Could you verify that? Can you Snopes that?
I don't know that he has.
He might have. But anyway,
there's
this wish.
No way I know that. I thought you wanted me to Snopes if that can happen.
Did S. Friedman, I feel like this has happened before. And if you want to go ahead and Snopes that.
How would I Snopes that?
I don't know. Check out the broadcasts of our show that live on YouTube.
All 137?
Yeah.
All right.
Or do you ever remember that happening? Not that tough a question.
Didn't happen. I checked.
Oh, okay. So this is the first time. S. Friedman broke the protocol here and told us his wish. S. Friedman wished that Hal's nipple rings would stop setting off metal detectors at airports. S. Friedman.
Okay.
S. Friedman. You know what? Not going to happen.
I'm sorry. I was confused. I thought you were asking me if S. Friedman has ever had this specific wish on the show before, to which I was thinking, I don't know.
Travis. Nicely done, everybody. Listen, we got there eventually. Travis, I'm going to ask you another question here. Get ready for it. And come out of the gates guns blazing. 3-day weekend. What do you got on tap?
I'm out. I'm gone. Tomorrow, I will be heading up to the Bay Area for my dear friend, his birthday party / I'm about to move to New York party. We're going to roll up, get together one last time, and burn the house down.
Burning down the house. No. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love it. Have a great time. But I will see you back here Monday.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you'll see me back, not here. I'll still be there because the following weekend is my grandfather's 80th birthday party, which will probably also burn a house down. So it just made sense to hang out.
Ah, your dear old grandpap.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Cool. We will be here Monday. On Memorial Day. I guess we had an option and we chose to work.
Hey.
Right?
Yeah.
I like
money.
Yeah, my mom didn't raise no layabout. If someone's going to offer me, an honest 2 hours work.
Yeah, what else would I be doing?
I'll take it. Shucks. I'll sing for my supper. I will wind me up. I'll bang those cymbals together.
That is the most insane toy. Good Lord.
The clapping monkey?
Yeah, just
with the cymbals.
That's a lot.
It's a little scary. I'm just gonna be hanging out with my wife, with the pups.
Yeah.
We got some. We're getting together with some friends tomorrow night. We're we've got a. We're gonna pull a little lobster roll caper.
Ooh, caper.
Yeah, we're going to pull a little lobster roll caper. We're going to eat some nice buttery lobster rolls. And Debbie Butterfield in the house, Travis's mom. Hey, Debbie Butterfield, always great to see you. Don't be such a stranger. She would love to have the cymbal clapping monkey. Hey, Travis, either for Mother's birthday or next Mother's Day.
All right, sounds good. I will get
There
her
you go.
like 10 to 15 of them because that would be funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Put them all over the house.
Yeah.
S. Friedman says we should have the dinosaur take over the show on Monday just so you can take a break. That's not a bad idea, although I don't know, I wouldn't want Travis to be subjected to that level of abuse for 2 hours straight.
I can take it. I can take it.
You got a thick skin, Travis. Yeah, we might. Maybe I might play a little golf this weekend. Might play a little golf. I'm not good. I'm not good. Let me rephrase that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very not good. Because I just started. So I got to keep working on my hand-eye.
Yeah, of course. Okay, that's good. You just
my
started.
hand-eye.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I got to keep my eye on the ball. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. It's show business. Travis is a pro. There you go. The business of show.
It's just
anything.
Every time I had an adult student when I was teaching music, I would say, look, when we are between 5 and 11 years old, we are bad at everything. We suck at everything. We're used to it. When we develop competencies or even proficiencies, it can be really annoying to all of a sudden be super bad at something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But just by doing it, you're already in the top 1% of the population.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. I like it. I'll take it.
There you go. Right? It's like, I'll take that.
Wait, the top 1% by what metric?
Of all the people on the earth?
Only 1% of them golf, or what does that mean?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
I mean, I'm not going to do the math on it, but that sounds about right. You think there's 7 billion golfers out there? I don't.
No. Okay. Well, all right. Interesting. S. Friedman says, don't worry, Hal. If Trump can golf, you can golf too. That's why golf is not a sport. Oh, S. Friedman.
That was sly.
S. Friedman loves slipping in those hot takes on
really
golf.
good.
And S. Friedman, I respectfully disagree with you because my wife is an NCAA. She was an NCAA Division I golfer, and I know the level of work she put in. It is a sport. Also, S. Friedman, our trade went through. Congratulations to you. Like the day I traded this pitcher in our fantasy baseball league, he went out and got another victory. I think this is, you know what? I do think it's a fairly even trade. And there's a chance you could come out the victor in this. And it was an absolute pleasure doing business with you, my good man. Speaking of sport, my good friend and esteemed host of The Drive with Mario Smith will be here at 12:30, and we're going to talk sports. We're going to talk fantasy baseball. We're going to talk the NBA playoffs. We're going to talk MLB. I'm looking forward to that. Also, in the second hour, we're going to talk about new pieces of entertainment that are dropping this weekend. We're going to talk Maverick. Yeah, Tom Cruise. Highway to the Friendship Zone. See what I did there? And we're going to talk Bob's Burgers. The Bob's Burgers movie's out. And 2 big shows dropping this weekend. 2 big television streaming programs. Stranger Things S4, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Use the Force, Luke. Those are not the droids you're looking for. My name is Obi-Wan. I'm a coward who hid in the desert for 40 years. I'm Paul McCartney. So we're going to talk about some of that stuff. Simon chiming in. Watched Obi-Wan already. Loved it. Heck yes. Thank you, Simon. Appreciate you, brother. All right. Travis, I think it might be time. Oh, and by the way, my wife and I, we talked about just like, later on this afternoon, heading out to a matinee of Maverick. Might head out to a matinee of Top Gun Maverick. Simon saying, I was shocked they killed him in the first episode. I'm not sure how it works with canon. Simon, I think that was a fake spoiler. I spy with my little eye a fake spoiler. Deborah Rudnick is here. Don't adjust your sets. That is my mother. Mother, love you, thinking of you. All right, let's hit it. Time for trending topics. Time to dive into the Twitterverse and see what's what. All right, so bad news this week. We've talked about it on this show, and I appreciate that this is a place where we can come and have fun. We can come goof around, and we can also talk about serious biz. And this is vexing. This is frustrating. It's happening too often. Gun violence in America. The aftermath, they're still piecing together what happened that day in Texas, in Uvalde, Texas. Multiple 911 calls made from classrooms during Uvalde's shooting as police waited in hallway, officials say. I mean, this is so troubling. And we talk about, if you could make that just a titch larger for me, Travis, thank you. Thank you. We talk about, or not me, not we, mostly gun proponents, mostly people who are pro-gun, very like the staunchly pro Second Amendment folks, say the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. What happened here? There was an armed security guard. There was police on the scene fairly quickly, it seemed. Yet there was still massive bloodshed and loss of life. Additionally, the only thing you do with the bad guy with a gun, the good guy with a gun. The bad guys are wearing body armor now. The bad guys have long rifles that can get off 40 rounds in a minute. Excuse me, a little sneeze. So, like, the playing field is not the same. Well, it's not, you're not, it's not a guy in a t-shirt with a 6-shot revolver. I'm going to put this on pause for 1 second because a friend of mine just showed up. Let's shift gears seamlessly, I might add. No one here doubted my friend Andy McLean.
Wow.
And Andy McLean,
wow,
showed up and he manned up. He manned up.
Oh my goodness.
Andy McLean changed his moniker on here, his chat handle, to Baron Davis Goat. And Travis, go ahead and take the conch for a moment here.
Sure. Look.
What did he say here? I want to read the tweet. And yeah.
Andy McLean tells us, great series, Travis, me, praying for y'all to win it all, which honestly, that's so kind. Thank you. I am immediately so guilty that this has happened. This is very kind of you to follow through, and if you didn't, I would have understood completely. What a remarkably fun series. What a remarkably talented young team the Dallas Mavericks is and has. You can't help cold shooting. Sometimes that happens. And, I appreciate how much fun that was to watch and how absolutely bone-chillingly scary it is to watch Luka heat up. Good Lord. Someone's got to get his cardio up. But regardless, he's. Ugh, ugh.
Oh, that was a little jab at Luca right there.
I mean,
Why don't you just go? Why don't you just go ahead and call him chubby?
you seen him, but he makes it work. He makes it work.
That's a big white boy.
He's a big boy.
That's a big white boy.
He's nearing Haas territory.
Ha. Very gracious, Travis. Thank you, Travis. Just to make it spicy, you and I, let's have a gentleman's bet, and I will pull for the East. I will pull for the East. Okay.
All right. Who do you
right.
who you got your sights on? Who do you think you'll be representing? Who will be your champion?
I mean, the Celtics look a little too locked in right now.
I am so scared of them. I am absolutely terrified.
Like they go beast mode on defense. They
have no weak links, and it's like the only team. If you had to make a team that was going to mess up the beautiful game that the Warriors have in a lab, it's them or the 2019 Raptors. So afraid.
Yep. Well, the Warriors were riddled with injury in that series in 2019. But Travis, congratulations. Andy McLean, thank you for being a class act. And I hope you've got good stuff in your future with the Mavs. Simon says, I feel like Marcus Smart gets a bad rap. He's the perfect teammate, and Tatum has become virtually unguardable. He's not as good as Luka, but ... Hey. Yeah, but
he won Defensive Player of the Year.
Smart did.
Yeah.
And Tatum not as good as Luka, but the Celtics' second and third best players are better than the Mavericks' second and third best players. So, but we shall see. Don't sleep on Jimmy Butler. We might be back here Monday morning saying, the Butler did it. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
Oh, the Butler did it with a candlestick in the Boston Garden.
Mm-hmm.
To conflate Clue and basketball. All right. Appreciate Grass Puddle. Good to see you popping in here, by the way. All right, let's go back to this. So we're just talking about the hellscape that is
back to reality.
Back to reality. Oops, there goes Rabbit. He ... So, yeah, we're talking about the notion that a good guy with a gun will stop a bad guy with a gun, but the bad guys are they're armed, they're wearing body armor, and they're armed with weapons of war. So let's read this. Police officers waited for around an hour outside the adjoining classrooms under attack in Uvalde, Texas, because a commander on scene incorrectly thought no lives were at risk. Officials said on Friday, adding it was the wrong decision. Throughout the attack, teachers and children repeatedly called 911 asking for help. Authorities confirmed. Meanwhile, the families of 21 individuals lost in Tuesday's attack continue to grieve. This was Texas's deadliest school shooting in modern history and the nation's third mass shooting within weeks. This is like, I'm sad and furious at the same time. I'm sad and furious at the same time. That they were there and they had literally the wrong information. S. Friedman says that guy who made the call did not go in, needs to be fired. Yes. Grasspuddle says the story gets worse. Unfathomably, it gets worse. I mean, it's hard to fathom how a classroom filled with dead children can get worse. But now, not only do you have the horror of the day, but you have incompetence. And that's, at the end of the day, the problem with all of these security arguments, the good guy with a gun, the bad guy with a gun, the turn the school into a single entryway fortress. None of it's perfect. None of it is a solution. S. Friedman saying they had tasers pointed at parents when they wanted to go in. Yeah. Something's got to change. Something's got to change. The only country where this happens, the only country. I'm not saying repeal the Second Amendment because I think that's just not a reality. But what about working to get these rifles off the streets? What about red flag warnings? What about the most comprehensive background checks possible? What about the most comprehensive training and waiting periods possible? What about raising the age limit? I think all of that stuff needs to be on the table. What about banning high capacity magazines? Why do you need 40 bullets in your chamber? Why can't you just have 20? Because it's more fun. Yeah. Who gives a crap about freedom? The freedoms are to protect our loved ones and life, liberty, and happiness. That's impossible when your loved ones get snuffed out. And if your target practice is more important than lives, you're the problem. They banned assault-style weapons, long guns like this, AR-15s in New Zealand. The president or prime minister of New Zealand, I'm sorry. I should know her name by now because I like this woman. I liked how she handled New Zealand's business during the pandemic. She spoke at Harvard today, gave the commencement speech, and she received a standing ovation in talking about the decriminalization of abortion in New Zealand and the banning of these types of weapons. S. Friedman saying Chuck Schumer decided the Senate should go on vacation. Simon says, did you see the report from Baker in the New York Times? Student calls to 911 at 12:03, whispered she's in the room. Multiple dead, called again. Wow. Thank you, S. Friedman. Jacinda Ardern, the head of the New Zealand government. President, Prime Minister, I should know that. Simon says this is posting this timeline of 911 calls. So, yeah, the Prime Minister. Thank you, S. Friedman. S. Friedman, our international correspondent. And you are international. Viva la Mexico. Hola, amigo. All right, folks, you are hanging out right here on Backchannel. My name is Hal Rudnick. This is the Your Pal Hal Show. And we're going to be talking about news, trending topics. There's bad news in the world, but there's also good news in the world. We're going to be talking about some other pop culture, trending topics, movies, and there's also going to be goofs, gags, shenanigans, and hijinks. I would love it for you to get in on the fun. And you could do that a couple of different ways. You can get in on the fun by talking to your smart device, using the magic word say, and then saying what whatever you like after that. So smart device, say, and comment on anything we're talking about, or go to backchannel.tv, click join the chat, and you're off to the races. Also, do me one solid. Go to backchannel.tv, click leave a review, and then leave a review of the Your Pal Hal Show. Thank you, everybody. Stacy says it's bullcrap. These guns should be banned. Maryland and New Hampshire's in the house. Great to have you here. Damien in Maryland. You know, I think I said this before. We got Damien in Maryland. We got Maryland in New Hampshire. I think we need a New Hampshire in Maryland. Anyway, glad to have you here. Mike in California. Peace and love to you, Mike. Travis. Producer Travis.
Yes?
Stacy would like you to check on the Texas Rangers. Stacy would like you to check on the Texas Rangers.
My pleasure. Let's see what's going on. Ooh.
Thank you.
It's a head-to-head today. The Texas Rangers square off against their division rivals, my very own, desperately underfunded, poor performing. Oh, goodness. Oakland
the Mean
Athletics.
Green. The
Mean
Oakland A's.
Green.
All
and
right.
in the context of, looks like it's going to be a series, 3-game series. In the context of that series, the Rangers still sit third in the conference, 6-4 over the last 10.
The division, please.
The division. Thank you very much.
Yes.
6-4 over the last 10. Overall, 20-23, just under a 500 winning percentage, and 8 games back from the top of the division, Houston cheating team.
Oh, yes. Houston Astros banging on those trash cans to let their players know what pitch is coming up next. By the way, FYI, you would never use the term conference in relation to baseball.
Huh.
It's the American League and the National League. But I know you're a basketball fan, first and foremost, where they have conferences. And also, the NFL has conferences, the National Football Conference, the American Football Conference, and I believe the NHL uses conferences as
So
well.
baseball's the weird one.
Baseball's the outlier here.
Yeah,
That
but also
is
the
true.
first. So, you know.
True.
Isn't that just like baseball to have something that they're like, we're not changing that?
Yep.
It's only been 150 years.
There you go. Mariners play the Astros. Look for the Mariners to be down 12-1 by the end of the fifth. Dodgers won 14-1 last night. Real hit parade there.
Didn't the Mariners
hits.
start kind of hot this season?
I think so. And yeah, they have really cooled off.
Yeah, if you're look, the A's are a bad baseball team by design.
The A's are the best, and I miss Steven Jackson. He won't return my call. Steven Jackson.
Captain Jack. I didn't need you to do role playing, but I'm also not mad about it.
Steven Jackson, the basketball player?
Yeah. Part of the We Believe Warriors.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Steven Jackson, isn't he co-host with Matt Barnes of the All the Smoke podcast?
And
Yeah.
Baron Davis is now the host of, I think, the Point God podcast, I think is the name of it. Yeah.
Oh, nice. And Steven Jackson, you know, we were commemorating, remembering the sad anniversary of the murder of George Floyd. Steven Jackson, a childhood friend or teenage friend of George Floyd.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Steven Jackson, an interesting dude. All right, let's talk about some more trending topics here. So just Ron Johnson, who's is he a House member or a senator? Either
Senator.
way,
He's a senator.
he's also a bloody moron. Senator Ron Johnson says schools have stopped teaching values and are now teaching wokeness and indoctrinating children with things like CRT when asked about stiffer background checks on gun purchases during an appearance on Fox Business. You know what? Piss in the wind. Piss in the wind, Ron Johnson. You bum. You fool. You foolish bum. You fool. Critical race theory teaches actual history. Critical race theory will allow for people like me to not turn 40 years old having never heard of the Tulsa race massacre. It'll allow us to learn what Juneteenth is. It will allow us to learn the mistakes of our forefathers so we do not repeat them, so we do not end up with hopefully as much of the strife that faces people every day. You're a fool. You're probably a bigot. And this is, I'd like to send this in your general direction, Ron Johnson. To look in the face of that massacre a few days ago and to say it's because kids are woke and there's CRT. First off, there was no wokeness in CRT in CRT is not being taught anywhere. It should be. I've said this before on the show. The right wing is positing critical race theory to be this boogeyman that's going to make people self-hating. I don't hate myself. Well, sometimes I do in the dark corners of the wee hours of the night. Maybe I will be like, oh, what have I done? But that's my personal demons. Everyone's got their demons. I don't hate myself. I don't hate white people. Okay? But I recognize that there are sad eras, sad pockets of American history. And that's just the doggone truth, my man. I took CRT in college. I took a class called The History of the Black Family in America that took an unflinching look at things like redlining, things like generational wealth, things like thriving black communities that were destroyed by businesses leaving, creating what are often referred to as ghettos or depressed inner city areas, because businesses leaving created a lack of infrastructure and funds, and it was by design to turn these areas into depressed areas. S. Friedman, summing it up. He hates Ron Johnson, but it's not because he's white. It's because he's dumb. It's because he is dumb. Listen, and I'm not saying I'm going to blindly people are individuals. Anyway. This just in, Ron Johnson, moron. More of that at 11. All right, let's keep these trending topics going here. So with everything happening in Texas with this tragedy, NRA is still having their big old party, a rootin' tootin' jamboree. But you're not going to have Lee Greenwood singing Proud to Be an American. So Don McLean, American Pie, pulled out. Lee Greenwood pulled out. Look at that. I mean, Travis, come in here for a sec. I said that critical race theory did not make me dislike white people. But I'm just looking at these 7 white people on and there's something I just don't like. I just I don't know, what is it? What it
Uh, I mean,
I,
aside to the horrendous Photoshop job, it's just they all seem like people that you wouldn't want to live in the same neighborhood as.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. By the way, this guy on the far right,
Mm-hmm.
literally and politically,
Got him.
Jacob Bryant, Jacob
Mm-hmm.
Bryant,
Yes.
on the far right. Well, they're all that describes all of them, but the one directionally on the
Mm-hmm.
far right, that looks like our friend Simon, mild dairy lifesavers. True or false?
That's funny.
Simon, you don't look like Tim Burton. You look like Jacob Bryant. What do you think, Simon?
Who, according to Simon, looks like Tim Burton.
Ah!
We're having fun today. This is a fun day.
So Lee Greenwood, proud to be an American, 'cause at least I know I'm free. What does that even mean?
I don't know. But my
Rob
roommate will
Schaefer
often
says,
sing the first half of that song and then have it seamlessly transition to Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash. It's a bit with no real core to the joke, but it's funny every time.
oh boy. Uh, T. Graham Brown, who's second to the left, according to Rob Schaefer, looks like the type of guy who mows his lawn twice a week at 8
Yeah.
a.m.
Real King of the Hill background character energy from that guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. A
Oh
lot of
yeah.
them, really.
Larry Stewart looks like he's in a commercial for the Hair Club for Men.
Wow. Yeah.
Larry Gatlin, I guess from the country music's the Gatlin brothers, looks like he's a motivational speaker at like a CEO conference. You know, those like they bring in CEOs to talk to you.
Yeah. Should be noted that Larry Gatlin has also pulled out of the big jamboree.
You know what? Larry Gatlin's dad should have pulled out.
Oh my god.
We're having fun here. Roland in Florida. Roland, keep rolling, 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 rolling. What? Keep rolling,
Oh, they should see
rolling,
if he's
rolling.
available. He'd totally do it.
Who's that? Fred Durst?
Is that Kid Rock?
Oh, maybe.
No, that is Limp Bizkit. You're right. Sorry, no. Fred Durst wouldn't. Fred Durst is has settled into being a pretty cool old guy.
Yep, yeah. He seems all right. Seems all right. All right. Yeah. Limp Bizkit.
Mm-hmm. That's
Limp
right. That's
Bizkit.
right.
What's that? Is that Joe Rogan?
No, that's Lee Greenwood.
Oh. All right. So, yeah, they're still having their big gun party in Texas. Uh, uh let's go to one other fresh horror. One more fresh horror in this world. 115 Russian soldiers sacked for refusal to fight. Let's bring up that story. Good for them. Good for them. Because, you know, this one of the crazy things. It's like there's so much vexing stuff in regards to this Russia Ukraine situation. But it's like two separate sovereign nations. But if you're in Russia, like it's probably a distinct possibility that you have relatives in Ukraine or vice versa. You know, it's the like you're asking they're asking you to fight like oftentimes cousins, brothers, sisters. Like it's crazy. All right, cases involving Rosgvardia known as Vladimir Putin's private army, are the clearest signs of dissent in the Russian ranks. Yeah, and it's the Russian state TV, it's propaganda network. Everybody kisses butt for Russia and the war effort. But I was listening to a podcast where they're talking about even on Russian state TV, which you do not get out of line, you do not speak out of turn against Putin and the war effort. People are speaking out more and more of just what a crap show this whole thing has turned into for Russia. Very, very no bueno. Russia thought it was going to be like their invasion of Crimea. They also, I think, had a similar invasion of the Russian former Soviet Republic of Georgia, which lasted for only 5 days. This, yeah, it has become a real bugaboo. All right, let's take a look at this article real quick. More than 100 Russian National Guardsmen have been fired for refusing to fight in Ukraine. Court documents show what it looks to be the clearest indication yet of dissent among some parts of security forces over Moscow's invasion of Ukraine. The cases of the 115 National Guardsmen, a force known as Rosgvardia, came to light on Wednesday after a local Russian court rejected their collective lawsuit that challenged their earlier sacking. According to the court's decision published on the website, the lawsuit was dismissed after the judge determined the soldiers had been rightfully fired for refusing to perform an official assignment to fight in Ukraine and instead returned to a duty station. Kyle Harlow says, in Russia, TV watches you. S. Friedman, Putin says, if you don't die for Mother Russia, we kick you out of army. Yeah, basically. So, but gosh darn it, let's start a legal defense fund for these for these Russian soldiers who refuse to fight, or not. But good for them. Good on them. Good for them. Good on them. That's hopefully more people will continue to defy the horror that is this ongoing situation in Ukraine. What fresh hell can we talk about now? Okay. This is a terrible story, but also my sick little lizard brain found this funny for some reason. So let's see if it is, or let's just see if it's patently horrible. Travis, do you want to bring up this next story in the trending topics? Nancy Brophy, romance novelist who wrote How to Murder Your Husband, found guilty of murder 4 years after her chef spouse found dead in kitchen. The woman who wrote How to Murder Your Husband murdered her husband. Oh boy. Now if only we could figure out whether the guy that wrote If I Did It, O.J. Simpson, really did it. This is too good. R.I.P. her chef spouse. R.I.P. her chef spouse. Oh, look, it's a nice old lady. Look at her. Like, mystery writer accused of killing husband. That's like an Angela Lansbury. Travis. Jessica Fletcher did do all those murders. You think? Do you even know who Jessica Fletcher is?
No, I'm sorry.
Murder, She Wrote. Mom. Where's my mother?
Somewhere in here.
All right. Let's read this article.
All right, take a look. What the heck? Come on.
Can
There
you
we
hear the? There's like a leaf blower outside. Can you hear that?
go. Do you mean the plane? Oh, on your end? No,
Yes.
there's a plane outside my place.
Oh, I can't hear it. Very good.
Oh,
All right.
all right.
A jury in Portland. Shout out to Simon in the PDX. A jury in Portland convicted a self-published romance novelist who once wrote an essay titled "How to Murder Your Husband" of fatally shooting her husband 4 years ago. You know what? However, whatever you, I don't know if whatever you wrote in your essay, this ain't it. This here didn't work because you're going to jail, lady. You're going to you're going to be behind bars. Simon, formerly of the PDX, now of Olympia, Washington. Rob Schaefer says, how did she do it? It says she shot him, fatally shooting her husband 4 years ago. The jury of 7 women and 5 men found Nancy Crampton Brophy. Maybe I heard she shot her husband because he was cramped in her style. You were cramped in her style. The jury found her guilty of second-degree murder Wednesday after deliberating over 2 days in Chef Daniel Brophy's death on KOIN. Friedman says she dropped a piano on his head. It's not what's being reported here. Let's scroll. Let's scroll up. A little scrolling music, please. Brophy, 63, was killed June 2nd, 2018, as he prepped for work at the Oregon Culinary Institute in Southwest Portland. You ever been there, Simon? He worked at the school since 2006. Crampton Brophy. Scroll up, please. Travis. Crampton Brophy displayed no visible reaction Wednesday inside the crowded Multnomah County courtroom. Lisa Maxfield of Crampton Brophy's one of Crampton Brophy's attorneys said the defense team plans to appeal. Prosecutors told jurors that Crampton Brophy was motivated by money problems and a life insurance policy. Crampton Brophy said during the trial, however, that she had no reason to kill her husband and that their financial problems had largely been solved by cashing in a chunk of Brophy's retirement savings plan. All right. She owned the same make and model of gun used to kill her husband and was seen on surveillance camera footage driving to and from the Culinary Institute. Court exhibits and court testimony showed. Yeah, that sounds pretty guilty to me. Police never found the gun that killed Brophy. Prosecutors alleged Crampton Brophy swapped out the barrel of the gun used in the shooting and then discarded the barrel. Kyle Harlow says her husband was the chef, but she was cooking up a murder. Hey, Travis, come on in here.
Yes.
Do you still have that sound effect from CSI for The Who?
I mean, to the degree that I still have YouTube on my phone,
CSI
absolutely.
Miami?
Yes.
Can you find that? And I'm going to repeat Kyle Harlow's line. By the way, if you have any cooking murder puns or fiction writer puns, get them in here in the next minute, and I will read them in the voice of David Caruso. All right. Travis, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, 1 second. Do I have any sunglasses? I just have fake glasses, so I'll just use these fake glasses. All right, here we go. Her husband was the chef, but she was cooking up a murder. All right, we got one more. We got one more here, Travis. We got one more here, Travis.
Really loud.
Let's reboot.
All right.
Okay.
Reboot. Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Mhm.
Looks like she gave him a chef's kiss of death.
Good job, team. Good job.
We got one more. We got one more.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
This
Fire
just
it
in
up.
from Grass Puddle.
Fire it up.
The gun's recipe involved 2 shots. One more here.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. One more here. The dinner wasn't the only thing destroyed that night. Here, I just made up one. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah. This is a segment.
She wasn't serving up bolognese. She was serving up Bolian murder.
That was good.
He was cooking chicken cordon bleu, but she was cooking chicken cordon murder. You know, here, we got one more. You ready?
Uh-huh.
She usually typed romance novels, but tonight she just typed a murder. Okay, and one more, okay?
All right, hold on.
You ready?
Almost. 1 sec. I gotta.
Wait, what are you doing? You ready? Tell me when you're ready.
Sorry. Yes, I'm ready. Sorry, it all went weird. At an ad, I had to skip out of.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Sorry, Travis.
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
Murder. Travis. It's a good end to the bit, Travis. That's a good end to the bit.
All right.
That's a top 9 bit we've ever done, maybe. That's a top 9 bit.
Without question.
Kyle Harlow was scared that she murdered Travis for a second.
No, don't worry. Can't be killed.
Carolyn Crampton Brophy, or whatever her name was, Crampton Brophy. My mom, hooray for homicide. That's great. Grass Puddle says, now do them all again while on a typewriter, just like Jessica Fletcher.
Wow.
Murder, She Wrote, my dude.
Missed it.
Don't you millennials get down with Murder, She Wrote?
No, honestly, Gen Z gets down harder with Murder, She Wrote than we do.
You know what? Maybe I spoke too soon about Gen Z.
They're gonna be okay.
You know what? The future is in very good hands. Yeah! You know what, Travis? Let's take a quick break.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back. We've got maybe one more trending topic. We've got a Twitter deep dive. And then we've got movie reviews that we're gonna see what everybody's saying about movies and TV shows that are dropping this weekend. Lot to get to, and then at 12:30. Your friend and mine, Mario Smith, is going to come by and
yeah,
and
we're gonna be up against it. Just raised 12:07. All right, we got business. Let's do it.
Oh no, we're gonna be just fine. We're gonna be just fine. We'll see you right after this. What up? We are back. You're live right here with your pal Hal. My name's Hal Rudnick. This is the Your Pal Hal Show. We are live on Backchannel. This is the only play on your Echo device where you can listen live and talk live with a real live host. Me, I am a living, breathing human being. Folks, a couple ways you can talk to us. If you're listening on your at-home smart device, you know it rhymes with T-Rexa. Say the name of your smart device, use the magic word say, and put in anything you want after that. Or you can go to backchannel.tv, communicate with us there by clicking join the chat. Also, while you're there, go ahead and leave a review of the Your Pal Hal Show. And additionally, we're here 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the West Coast, here in the home office of the Your Pal Hal Show, Los Angeles, California, and 2 to 4 on the East Coast, 1 to 3 in Texas and Omaha, Nebraska. All right. Simon posting his dream all-time Golden State Warrior lineup. He said Tim Hardaway of the Run TMC Warriors at point guard, Curry at shooting guard, Latrell Sprewell at small forward, Weber at power forward, and Wilt Chamberlain at center. Interesting, interesting. Travis, do you want to chime in on this? Andy McLean saying solid lineup. He'd switch out KD with Weber, and we're all good.
Yeah, that's true. KD for Weber. Weber is incredible. I mean, yeah, KD's shown enough as a rim protector, I think, in the last couple of years to justify that. That's hard. It's hard to think of leaving Draymond off an all-time team, but there have been over the years.
And Clay. I'd put Curry at point. I'd put
just put the 2017 Warriors,
the 2017 Warriors, and then
Wilt.
Plus Wilt Chamberlain.
That's actually really, yeah. There's a really strong argument to be made for that.
Devastating squad. Also, I loved Tim Hardaway as a player when he was in the league, but then turned out he was a real homophobe. So afterwards.
NBA 2K22 has the Warriors' all-time lineup. Their starting five is Wilt, KD, Steph, Rick Barry, Chris Mullin. Yeah.
And that would make Kyle Harlow happy, because Kyle Harlow says Chris Mullin's not happy with you, Hal. Hey, what's up? I'm Chris Mullin. I'm a New York guy. I went to St. John's. I'm Chris Mullin's got a New York. Very good, very good. If you're gonna put KD in there or Draymond, you have to take out Sprewell, not Weber. Right.
Yeah. Sprewell doesn't actually crack the 15, which is interesting.
Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, he sure knew how to put his hands around a coach's neck.
Yeah, he did.
Oh boy, yeah, PJ Carlissimo. It's hard to imagine, but PJ Carlissimo got even more hoarse after that incident. PJ Carlissimo. Yeah. All right. Uh-oh. Andy McLean showing up and saying, "Who's this Baron Davis goat?" We've got some real shenanigans happening. Some real shenanigans happening in the chat. We've also got a lot to get to. Oh, by the way, Latrell Sprewell kind of chokes under pressure. Nicely done, Kyle Harlow. Nicely done. Folks, let's get to our Twitter deep dive. Boom. Twitter deep dive. Today, we are looking at the Twitter belonging to, the drink that launched 1,000 ships. And by 1,000 ships, I mean 1,000 bubbly imitators. White Claw. Yes. Travis, you ever drink one of those White Claws?
Had a sip. Not my thing.
No. You know what? I went through early in the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not proud of this.
Yeah.
But I'm not ashamed of this either.
Mm-hmm.
I went through a White Claw phase. I went through an early pandemic White Claw phase.
It happens. I mean, when the pandemic hit and one of my roommates was managing a Bevmo, they couldn't keep it on the shelves.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Listen. College girls love that White Claw.
Love that White Claw.
Yeah.
And he was befuddled. He just goes, "It's water and corn liquor. What? I don't get it. That's all it is."
Mm-hmm.
But he just
It's
wasn't
easy
riding
drinking.
the wave.
It's easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. It's easy drinking. Simon is upset. He is beside himself right now. Anger emoji. And then he wrote, "So gross, my God. And you know me, I'll drink anything." By By the way, we got some friends joining the chat. I want to welcome Max in California to the party. Thanks for being here. The Gliss family, always a pleasure to have the Gliss family in the house. What up? No Name is here. No Name, feel free to give yourself a name. I appreciate you joining the party. Roland in Florida still with us. Keep Roland, 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 Roland. What? Damien. And Damien, it's a good omen that you're here. See what I did there, folks? Stacy in Texas, my good friend Stacy, always a pleasure. Stacy said she could fall asleep at any time. Stacy, this is for you. Bang. All right. Baron Davis, agree with Simon. Nothing but tequila and Maverick tears for me. Nicely done, nicely done, Baron Davis. Goat, White Claw makes Zima look like high-end cognac. Says, you know what? I'm going to respectfully disagree because I drank Zima back in the day. Like, you know, I tried it. I wasn't like a Zima head or anything. Zima, I think White Claw is unoffensive. It's not like, you know, a manly drink or something, if that's like what someone wants, you know. But it's just like, what's the I mean, I like light beer. Okay, let's get you know, let's make this about me for a second. I like to drink light beer. And you know what? I like Bud Light. And then I'll drink whatever actually when it comes to beer, especially beers. I love like I enjoy beer. But it drink I like Bud Light because it just drinks so easy. It drinks real easy. And it's, you know, it's the taste great, less filling thing. And White Claw's kind of like that. It tastes fine. It's like it's like a LaCroix. It's a LaCroix, but with booze. Simon with oh man, I might have you back on the show, Simon, to tell this story. Simon says, "I wish we could all have Zimas, and I can tell you guys the story about how I chopped down a tree drunk on Zimas in high school." Wow. Nicely done, Simon. All right, White Claw, a modest 42,500 followers. Discover Pure Refreshment. Enjoy responsibly. 21 and over only. Okay. This is how Friday should always feel like. Cheers to the weekend. Bam. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Oh my God. That woman. Go back to that picture. This woman is like, it looks like just a box of fruit and White Claw fell on top of her, but she's okay with it. She looks happy. I hope she's all right because those White Claws are heavy. All right, let's keep going. New White Claw Hard Seltzer Refresher Lemonade Variety Pack is officially dropped. All right, all right. My mom says she's eating low-salt turkey and coleslaw deli sandwich, drinking Polar 100% natural lime seltzer. Very good. Mom, I'm gonna treat you to a White Claw, much to Simon's chagrin. Kyle Harlow says, "Is she happy or is she dying?" You know, the dreams in which I'm dying are the best I ever had. Something refreshing is dropping soon. Fruit emojis. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, who to follow? Look at this. Truly, that's a seltzer. Oh, and then Barstool Sports, and then the host of the Barstool podcast, Call Her Daddy, Alexandra Cooper. I don't know how we got in that track. Is that who wants? I mean, if drinking White Claw is going to make me a stoolie, then I'm not so sure. Barstool Sports, I'm not a huge Barstool guy. Bartles and James for life. Okay, respect. Wine coolers. Whether you enjoyed White Claws from your home or from the stands of the in Kentucky, thanks for helping us bring the wave to the Kentucky Derby this year. We had a blast. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep scrolling. Introducing a step-by-step cocktail recipe for World Cocktail Day. Step 1, enjoy a White Claw. Step 2, see Step 1. Wow! How mad does that tweet make you, Simon? On World Cocktail Day, White Claw is calling themselves a cocktail, and they're just saying, enjoy a White Claw. Simon, that must really chafe your britches. All right, let's see a couple more of these, and then we're going to get out of here and move over to some Recs and reviews. We are just a few hours away from the Kentucky Derby, blah, blah, blah. All right, I'm sick of this Kentucky Derby stuff. Let's scroll past. Let's find a non... Yeah, Simon's like, cocktail day? Get out of here. White Claw loves horse racing. White Claw is like horse racing, horse racing, horse racing. Yikes. Pour one out for the ones we lost. Truck crashes, White Claw. All right, all right. Very good, very good. Very good, very good. All right, I think we've seen all we need to see from White Claw. There you go, folks. White Claw, the crystal light of booze. You know what? I'm not impressed with their with their Twitter account. Not impressed at all. But I don't hate White Claw. I don't hate it. In fact, I wouldn't mind trying a couple of these other seltzers. Like, doesn't Topo Chico have one now? And Bud Light, Budweiser has one. Travis, could
Yes.
we do? Would we be breaking some kind of protocol if we did a seltzer taste test during the show?
More than likely, we can double check that, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna hold off on that then. We'll hold off on that.
Fun fact, I once when I was hanging with some friends, we struck up a conversation with a guy on the patio of this restaurant we were at who worked in distribution for, I think, Budweiser. And one of the things that was really interesting is that the seltzer market had become so demanding that they converted like 3 of their major breweries into seltzer, and was the reason we saw the loss of popular cheaper beer brands like Keystone Light and things of that like, because they're just like, this has to be seltzer like tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Thank you for that brewery fun fact.
You're welcome.
Let's shift gears to Recs and reviews. And you know what? We've got 5 minutes before Mario comes in. So let's talk about the 2 new shows. Let's read the critical response to the 2 new shows dropping this weekend. Stranger Things, S4, and Obi-Wan. Are these the shows you're looking for? Reviews are good. Let's see Stranger Things. Oh yeah, Simon planning on doing a malt liquor taste test. I believe you did tell me that. Very good, very good. All right, let's see what does Stranger Things have on the tomato meter. Where are they on the tomato meter, Travis? Before we read the reviews. So as you remember, David Harbour, the sheriff, he wound up in like a Russian prison cell or something, which is, who Who knew Russia would really be grabbing the news headlines? 88% critical tomato meter, 89% audience score. Not bad. People are down with the Stranger Things. All right. Thank you for that, Travis. Now, let's go and read a couple of these reviews. Wow. Hugo Rifkind of the Times UK. 4 seasons in, I reckon it has never been better. How about that? Zaki Hassan of the San Francisco Chronicle. Neither entirely a TV series nor a series of movies, it's something stranger. But as this show has repeatedly demonstrated since its debut, sometimes strange is exactly what we need. Jack Seal of The Guardian, Stranger Things is a bigger, older, somewhat sadder, and as lovable as ever. Wow, 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 wow. Megan Navarro from Bloody Disgusting. That's the name of her outlet. Bloody Disgusting. Because we're so deeply entrenched with these characters, it makes it easier to overlook the strain, the ambitious scale places on the season. It helps that it's a darker, more mature season that embraces horror harder than before. Interesting. All right. Well, you know what? I've watched all of Stranger Things up to this point. I'll watch at least some of this for my podcast, Binge Boys, that I co-host with Lon Harris, where you can get all of your streaming news and reviews, etc. Stacy says horse racing, get out of town. And also Stacy says I don't go for alcoholic drinks. Oh, Stacy likes Dr. Pepper. Very nice, Stacy. Appreciate that. All right, so that is really positive reviews for the new Stranger Things. And this season, some of the episodes are literally movie length, an hour and a half. Wild. Travis, let's see. Let's check out a couple of Obi-Wan reviews before we talk sports with our friend Mario Smith. Obi-Wan, wow, strong reviews. Also, Simon saying he watched it this morning. The episodes that are out, really enjoying them. Obi-Wan, 87%, solid. Audience score, little lower, 74%. Let's anticipating Hal's Doctor Stranger Things costume. Nice. Let's see some reviews. All right. No top critics. All right, let's see the audience reviews then. There we go. All right, this is coming from the audience. Loved it. Beautiful bridge between the prequels, Rebels, and the OT. Especially captures Obi-Wan's sadness, loss, and doubt. Some surprises as well. John H. says, pretty good so far. Some questionable acting at times, but so far, it's excusable. Michael D., a.k.a. Mike D., says, loved it. Can't wait to see more. Oh, let's go to the bad review. Christian R. Boring, dull, and lifeless. Every performance is low energy and flat. All the shots are static. 2 shots with a little push in to try and have some kind of movement. The story is dumb. It lacks tension. Most of the runtime is eaten up with long travel shots. If you're a Star Wars fan, I'm sure this is okay, but it won't bring back old fans or bring in new ones. Wow. Simon says 1 episode in and it's already leaps and bounds better than Boba Fett. Felt like proper Star Wars. Very nice. Christian stumbled out of the woods like a clueless half-wit and knows nothing. Simpleton. There you go. That's Simon putting a period on that sentence. All right, so a little bit more mixed, but you know what? I'm going to check out Obi-Wan for myself. The first 2 episodes, I believe, is it one or two, are up on Disney Plus. Stranger Things is on Netflix. And on the Your Pal Hal show, I'd like to welcome my friend, my coworker, my nemesis in fantasy baseball, your friend and mine, Mario Smith. Yes.
Wow. Look at that.
Nicely done. Travis.
Nicely done. Little Don Lee. Never heard anyone. I am number 2 in the Wondrous League. And
yes, you are. Yes, you are, sir.
I made a move today.
Oh, which is?
I got rid of AJ Pollock because that wasn't working. And
AJ Pollock, former Dodger, now currently a White Stocking, a Chicago White Stocking.
Not working at all. It's a terrible idea. And I picked up Christopher Morel from the Cubs. He's a rookie, but he's really good, and his slash line is ridiculous. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? He's been up for a while, and he rakes, and he plays 5 positions or something.
Oh wow! So you can. That's great for the fantasy baseball. You can move him around the roster. Move him around the roster.
And at this point, since we were about a quarter through, I'm thinking I need to make sure that I have some versatility so I can compete. Because now it's like I dropped down to 4th place earlier this week, and I was like, uh-oh, I better do something. So made a couple moves. Not the studious moves that you make, Hal, because those are brilliant moves. I'm like, where did he find that guy?
Well, I spend too much time, just researching this stuff, pontificating on this stuff, and I am I'm often listening to fantasy baseball podcasts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm doing my research. Real quick, let's run down the standings of
this is always fun.
The Backchannel Fantasy Baseball League, including many of the people who are hanging out in the chat with the show right now. In first place, we have Helmet Full of Nachos. The manager is my brother, Eric Rudnick. They have 97.5 points. In second place, present company, Mario's Wondrous team. Second place, 86 points. In third place, yours truly, Hal's Pals, clocking in with 80 points. Fourth place, Keep Swinging. That's my other brother, Scott Rudnick, 77 points. Coming in fifth place, producer Travis. Where are you at? Where are you at, pal? Public Money.
Look at him.
Artificial intelligence works.
75.5 points. In sixth place, Mark's Nice Team. That's my friend, Mark Leonard. In seventh place, Hair in the Mouth. That is my friend Simon, 72.5 points.
These are the greatest names ever.
In eighth place, my mom. She's hanging in there.
She's moving up.
She makes all those great moves. I've been helping my mom. Deborah's Definitive Team at 71.5 place. In ninth place, S. Friedman in the house. S. Friedman with 68 points. In 10th place, Field of NFTs. I believe that's our friend Grasspuddle. Let me go ahead and check that. Field of NFTs that is Grasspuddle. Field of NFTs in 10th place. Husker Power. Rob Schaefer, the official attorney of the Your Pal Hal show. 63 points. What's that?
Good to have an official attorney.
Oh, yeah. If especially because Travis is constantly breaking the law.
Violating the law? Yeah. There you
violating FCC guidelines.
There you go.
You name it.
You need a lawyer. Travis is a wild card.
In 12th place. Baron Davis's goat, Baron Davis goat, aka Andy McClain, the Dirk Dingers with 55 points, and bringing up the rear,
I don't know what's going on here. I've got to have a chat with my boy.
Whoa.
Mario's producer,
Did he draft football players?
Gliss's Glorious Pickles.
Wow.
Well,
he might have.
Debbie Butterfield chiming in, Travis's mom. Hi Mario, I love you.
Oh, see, this is happening again. I don't need the smoke from, let's not don't here we go.
What is it, Mario?
I don't know
what is it
what's
you don't
going on here. Hello, Mrs. Travis's mom. By the way, not for nothing, I absolutely think the Warriors are going to win the championship again.
Wow.
There's no way the Celtics aren't going to beat them. Stop it. Klay Thompson hasn't even gotten hot yet. If Klay Thompson gets hot in this series, it's over with. What are the Celtics going to do? Plus, my friend, a great Chicago rapper, an amazing attorney himself, my buddy Dave Kelly, is the chief legal counsel for the Golden State Warriors. So,
really,
oh wow, your mom said she loves me too, Hal. See, I'm gonna need this to end. This has got
wow. Mario Smith. Is it fair to say that you are in a love triangle with our moms?
No, that is not fair. that would be the opposite of fair. That's
the Boys of Summer has taken a turn here.
Hasn't it though? No, man. I'm just a guy from a city in the Midwest, just trying to live out my sunny dreams. That's all.
Oh my goodness!
Here we go. Now Baron Davis is on it. All right.
Oh my goodness, Baron Davis goat.
I'm gonna need everyone to see, and here we go again, but not in that way. Mixed signals.
Oh, okay. Oh, Rob Schaefer loves Mario. Wow. Yeah, but Mario, back to the fantasy sports. Yeah,
yeah.
I think. That. Oh my goodness, my mother, Deborah Rudnick. The ladies love those red glasses.
This has got to be the greatest day in Boys of Summer history. And we've only done 2 of these.
In the illustrious,
prolific
Boys of Summer.
Prolific.
One for the books.
But back to the thing. I think this is a testament to how baseball is this point. See how cool I did that? How I just got completely out of that.
Great segue.
But by the way, Kyle Harlow wishes you a happy Mother's Day.
Oh, thank you. I think this is more of a testament. Oh man, that's so funny. Oh my god. I think this is more of a testament how the league is shaping up.
But I won't call him dad.
Yeah, that part. I think it's more.
I would. But I might put my own remix on it. I might give him Papa.
Oh,
All right,
your mom wants
Papa
me to
Mario
glasses.
Papa Mario.
No, man, we are not going to continue this foolishness. We're not.
Okay. So you were saying, sir,
baseball is goofy, so anything can happen essentially.
Truth.
And the way that this season is shaping out, you got teams like the Yankees that are starting out great, but I'm pretty sure that it's not going to last. I think they get through All-Star break, and then injuries take their toll, and pitchers stop pitching well, and just a lot of things happen. I don't know what the hell's wrong with the White Sox. I went to that game last night against the Red Sox, and I must tell you, it was I didn't stay. I could not stay. I just got so angry. Like the inning and a half, Keiko gave up.
What was the score?
16-7.
Whoa! The White Sox got trounced.
Yeah, they lost, but the game was as close as 7-5 at one point. But
okay.
Dallas Keuchel is terrible. And I get a feeling there's something they're not looking at. One thing that I noticed when I was at the game is that the pitching coach, Ethan Katz, was standing there when he was doing long toss. I've never seen the pitching coach on the field when a guy's doing long toss before. And that kind of made me go,
Interesting.
something's not right. Something they're
Yeah.
looking for something, or this is it for him. And then he goes out and gets shelled in an inning and a third. So I'm like,
Wow.
might be time
I
for the
still
White
haven't
Sox
been
to
out
stop
to the.
thinking about World Series.
Agreed, especially because they have the dynamic Minnesota Twins in the same division with them.
And if
My
anything makes me
squad.
want to throw up more, it's the stupid Twins and the dumb Royals and the really weird Tigers.
I mean, what about the Guardians? What about the Cleveland Guardians?
I can't stand them either. Whatever their name is, don't like them.
But the Twins, they're a small market squad. They play the game the right way. They did have one big free agent signing this year. Come on, how could you be mad at the Twins?
Because I'm a White Sox fan, I can't like
Good
them.
point.
The only Twin that only two, actually maybe three, because I believe he played for them for a minute. Boog Powell, Harmon Killebrew, and Rod Carew. Everybody else.
Boog Powell was mostly known for the Orioles. But
he played for a hot minute for them, yeah. And of course the great Kirby Puckett. It's hard for me to not like Kirby Puckett. And that's it. Rod Carew, though, the man forever.
Just a sweet swing.
Big fan of Rod Carew. Always was.
Harmon Killebrew, they would say Harmon Killebrew, his home runs would send baby boomers to bed angry because he would like prodigious blasts for the longest time before the steroid era. Harmon Killebrew was fifth on the all-time home run list.
And he did the sleeveless thing too, if I'm not mistaken.
You got to show off the guns. You got to take those fans to the gun show.
That's right. In Minnesota,
not like the NRA gun show that's happening in Texas this weekend.
Which when I saw that, what's his face, Don McLean, American Pie guy, said, I'm pulling out. I'm not singing. I'm like, oh, wow, there's a big accomplishment. Don McLean's song, which is still playing, he's decided to stop singing it out at that stupid event.
Oh, and this just in. Lee Greenwood, who sings "Proud to be an American," he is not going to be there.
Pretty sure I saw Lee Greenwood on Soul Train. I'm kidding. Whatever for Lee Greenwood.
But you're back to your point, Mario. Baseball is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's an epic 162 game season. So. It's still early, like you pointed out. We're still in the first quarter of this of the season and the fantasy season. Speaking of which, Mark Leonard, who is Mark's nice team, joining the party today. Good to see you. Pew pew pew. Nice to see you, my pal Mark Leonard. Clever team name coming soon. Cool guy emoji.
You know what? I remember when the Oakland A's ran off 20 games in a row a couple of years ago.
That was so much fun.
That was a lot of fun. It would not surprise me if that happened again this year. I'm not calling it with the White Sox. That would be great. But I think that the way this year has set itself up, not a lot of home runs getting hit, a lot of no more fastballs, all sliders. Everybody's throwing off-speed pitches rather. I just think this is just the goofy ass sport, man. Baseball this year has just been really weird.
And this is my first year doing this fantasy league and fantasy baseball in general, where I've tried to sort of get into the intricacies of baseball and how it works. And it's such a nuanced, effervescent, almost like spiritual experience that I'm like, how does anyone understand this?
Well, a couple of things about baseball. The history, the tradition of the game. I feel like baseball worships at the altar of history more than any other sport. You see it a little bit more coming, like NBA with the 75th anniversary team. But then again, you get JJ Redick dissing a dude like Bob Cousy, saying, he was playing against plumbers and repairmen.
And then what did Cousy say? Well, I guess Wilt Chamberlain must have been a pretty good plumber.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And then he also said something to the effect of like, oh, isn't that like someone who is below you in talent to denigrate or dismiss you? So
Mr. Cousy has 6 rings to show for his hard work.
Indeed. World champion several times over with the Boston Celtics. But yeah, baseball, it's history and the statistics. That's one of the things about, and like, I can't name you who is the all-time points scorer in the NFL, or who is the all-time, I guess, like, Jerry Rice, or, Walter Payton, or Emmett Smith, some of these guys. Okay, yes, that's true. Or we know Tom Brady's the GOAT. But as you get down the list, I feel like NFL or NBA doesn't have the same romance with stats that baseball has had for the longest time.
I mean, you still got streaks that'll never be broken. DiMaggio's 56 is the hardest streak in the world in sports to break. If it gets broken, I mean, Pete Rose came close, and he had what, 44 games, 43 games, or something like that?
Yeah, 40 something.
And no one has come close to that. So I mean, it's that. Yeah, your point is taken. I think football, the NFL in particular, before they ruined it by being in the stupid news every day, used to be that sport. It was a lot of nostalgia, a lot of history and stuff, but they don't really talk about that anymore. I mean,
Now,
I guess part of what made that way was NFL films and being able to watch the really cool Steve Sable movies with that great music.
Oh yeah, with that epic.
You don't really see that anymore. And Cal Ripken streak, as my Dairy Lifesavers is saying, that's going to be hard to break in modern baseball.
Oh yes. Oh, I can't imagine that being broken.
Me neither.
Mario, let me ask you this. You touched on the NFL being in the news every day for all sorts of reasons where you don't want to get in the headlines. Speaking of which, you and I have talked about social justice issues before. I always appreciate your perspective on that. And, Travis, you're a Bay Area guy.
Yes.
Colin Kaepernick, we all know his story. He just had a tryout with the Raiders that apparently went pretty well. I would love to see him back in the league, at least for just like to put a period on the end of. I think it's the story's out there. He was blackballed.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
After making his peaceful kneeling statement. Either of you want to share some thoughts on Colin Kaepernick getting in the league again and the handling of the entirety of the Kaepernick situation?
He should come back. I don't see any reason for him to not have had. There was no reason for him to miss 5 years of work. He's probably super healthy. He's ready to go. And looking at him working out, doing some stuff earlier this spring. I'm so ready for summer. Watching him do stuff earlier this spring, he looked great. That to me, him not playing in the league says far more about the league and the people who own it and the people who watch it than it does about the guys who play it. All he did was say nothing and take a knee, not to dishonor anybody, but to put light on something that we ended up finding out more about. And he should be playing. He should have been playing.
Absolutely.
I think with the Raiders, that's the big comeback, because what the Raiders are notorious for are grabbing people that no one else wants. Why not put that 7 on his back and let's see what happens? Even if it's in a backup role, you'll get to see Colin Kaepernick enough in that system. Yes, you will. So I'm like, do it.
Absolutely. And it's just. There's so many issues that make you want to bang your head against the wall, and people calling Kaepernick disrespectful, whereas he talked to someone in the military to find out what would be a nice middle ground of how I can protest but not disrespect the flag and the troops, etc.
And actually, that was like kind of like a compromise thing. Like, how do I do this and still get my message across? And they were like, well, instead, and in that talk with that military gentleman, he was like, well, instead of doing it, that way, do it this way. Take the knee, because that's what we do when we lose a guy. We take a knee.
Yeah, and it's been said before by many people besides myself, but when a person wants to protest racial injustice, like this way's wrong, this way's wrong, this way's wrong. How are you allowed to make that statement?
And I
So,
think that the thing about American sports, particularly in this era of our lives, is the influence it has in social justice issues on other sports around the world. In the Premier League, and I'm pretty sure in most of the other European football leagues, they're all taking a knee. They're all making a stand, quote unquote, against racism. They're all involved.
mhm.
Marcus Rashford for the pithy Manchester United, can't stand them either. I'm an Arsenal fan.
Ha.
His stance in England, his presence is far bigger off the pitch than it is on. And I think all that comes from here. I think it comes from people like Colin Kaepernick. It comes from people like Kurt Flood fighting for free agency. It comes from
Yes.
Craig Hodges showing up at the White House in a dashiki. I mean, the statements aren't necessarily vocal statements, but they're big, huge pieces of American history when it comes to
The
sports and social justice.
What about I think it was the 1968 Olympic podium with the Black
Oh,
Power
goodness
salute.
gracious. Yeah, that
Yeah.
might be the greatest one of all time. Again, no words. And more people are still upset about that. It's I I I don't get it. I don't get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's the same people who, like Ron Johnson, the senator who was talking today, that critical race theory is
Right.
the boogeyman behind the ills of whatever. And one, I also liked the social justice statements that occurred in what could have been a nightmare situation, but I loved how the NBA handled the
Mm-hmm.
bubble in Orlando. I thought
Mm-hmm.
the bubble does not get enough credit for being an unmitigated success.
Oh, it was a
No
super
positive
success.
tests,
Yeah. Yeah.
no positive tests. Um,
Nope.
Powerful social justice statements. I thought the bubble in Orlando was handled with precision
Mm-hmm.
and should be applauded, and it didn't get enough credit.
And you know what? Those games were intense. There was a little bit more intensity. I mean, playoff games are already mad intense, right? But without fans, it was, and the whole thing with the videos, it was just a weird human video
Hmm.
game. But those games, I can't say that I'm a fan of his, but I really respect his game. Watching Jimmy Butler give every legit piece of his body to trying to win that game. And he's all slumped over and tired and exhausted, but he's still doing, man, that was one of the best moments I've ever seen in the NBA. I've seen a couple of good ones. I've seen a couple of good ones, but that was among the best. That was a powerful,
Absolutely.
powerful statement. So yeah, I'm with you. What I also like about the NBA, when those dudes are like, "Oh no, we're not playing tonight," that's it. They're not playing. Their
Yeah.
union
Mm-hmm.
and that league is really good at putting the spotlight. I mean, we just saw it the other day with Steve Kerr. When Steve Kerr eloquently and emotionally stated the obvious. What are we
Yes.
doing? Why are we continuing
Now,
children die? And it was brilliant.
agreed, except for where they stand on China,
Yeah, that is a
because
problem.
there's too much Chinese money in the
Mm-hmm.
league for them to talk about human rights violations,
Yep.
like the Uyghurs, etc. And Daryl Morey,
Hmm.
we see the trouble that he got into when he was the GM of the Houston Rockets. Now he's currently the GM of the 76ers.
Mm-hmm.
When
Oh yeah,
he
that's right. Yeah.
spoke up. And then you also saw players like Enos Cantor calling out LeBron for for pleading the fifth, not wanting to comment on China and everything. So it's
And I,
tough. At the end
I
of the day, this talks, everything else walks.
And I mean, Enos Cancer and people trying to kill him.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's
In
like,
in
yo, what are
Turkey,
you doing? Yeah. He's like, what are you
yep.
doing, LeBron? This is your league, right? You're the man and all. What are you doing? And then LeBron's like, I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I'm going back over here to do whatever it is I'm doing. I'm staying out of your way. But yeah,
Right
man,
on.
I think we are all unbelievably aware of just how horrible and polarized this country. The country isn't horrible. The people in it are flawed, but we're all aware of
Sure.
just how messed up this is right now. It can't be this way forever. and it won't be. And I firmly believe because of sports, it's going to have that moment. It's going to be okay. We'll get through it, but it's going to take people who are powerful to talk to other people who are powerful and say we can't keep living this way. And until they decide to do the minimum, particularly with gun control, and that's that universal background check, nothing's going to change. And that has to be the first thing that changes.
Amen, Mario. Mario Smith, you're coming up right after me, starting right now, basically. So, Mario, this has been a pleasure. I could, you know what? Let's do it again next Friday.
I'm with
on
it.
your show.
Sounds like a
I
plan.
love it.
Right
I love
on,
it. I appreciate you, sir. Real quick, this is a rejected segment. Hal thought there was just a doorway. This is called Hal thought there was just a doorway, but it turned out there was a glass door. Okay, I'm just walking.
Gotta be careful, Hal. Gotta be careful. God, are you okay?
Oh, yeah. So this rejected segment would have been like 10 more minutes of just weird noises like that. Mario, I can't tell you how much I appreciate your perspective and this dialogue. Have a great show, brother, and have a great weekend.
Thank you, sir. You too. Enjoy the Memorial Day weekend. No doubt. Thank you, Hal, and thank you, Travis,
Bye-bye.
as well. Take it easy. Hal Wave!
Thank you, Travis.
Hal Wave!
Thanks, everybody.
All right, guys. It is March. What day is it? The 27th of March. Of March? Oh, Lord. Yeah, I hung out last night. Boy, did I. It's the 27th of May. I could clearly see the date right in front of me on the screen. I hope everybody is having a good Friday. Thank you, Hal. Thank you, producer Travis. That was the Boys of Summer. We'll do it again next week on The Drive. Speaking of that, The Drive with Mario Smith, and we're going to get the show underway in a second. I just want to say I hope everyone is having a good day today. I hope everybody is doing all the right things, and I hope look at the background there. I hope everybody's getting ready for this barbecue weekend. Maybe we'll talk to Tim Manley today at some point. You never know. Hey, Gliss, do me a favor, man. Can you start the show for me? Thank you, sir. Live from the third largest city in the United States of America, Chicago, Illinois, the beautiful city, the city beautiful. It's The Drive with Mario Smith here on Backchannel.tv. How you doing, everybody? I'm Mario Smith. I hope you're enjoying the show. How can you? It just started. Why don't I slow down? Hope you're enjoying Backchannel today, and hope everybody is doing well. Let's go out to Portland, Oregon, Beaverton, to be exact, right by Nike. As a matter of fact, I think their house is located somewhere on the campus of Nike.
I wish.
It's ridiculous. Man, wouldn't that be something? Your kids would never be mad at you about anything.
I might, yeah.
You
I might
can
have to
tell
look.
them-
I might have to look into that.
You can tell them, hey, take out the garbage. Not a problem. What else? You want to paint? You want me to go clean the gutters? Gotcha. I know I'm 7.
It's a beautiful campus, and it's like I said, it almost looks kind of like the new buildings they built. They did a big expansion in the last couple years.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of some of the new buildings look like they're like straight out of Star Wars. They're really cool. I'll have to find a couple pictures because yeah, it's a pretty impressive place, and you never know who you're gonna see if you're there.
You know, I did not see your note to me either.
Oh, it's all good. I was trying to tell you guys at the end of their show because, you know, of course I come in here and I enter the studio and it said my microphone wasn't connecting.
Oh wow! Oh no.
And so I have this issue. So like I have this soundboard over here, right? And all my stuff's connected in there. And overnight sometimes it just shuts off, which is usually fine. But sometimes when that happens, it kind of like resets everything so that it doesn't connect to my computer, and I have to reset or restart my computer. So I should have came in here earlier. It was
That's fine. We were having a good time.
It's Friday.
Yeah, buddy. Let me tell you,
it's the most Friday
of all time.
It's
man, look. Don't get me
so
started.
Friday.
It's so bleeding Friday. And I, I'd be lying if I didn't say I cannot wait until 5:01 Central Time. Well, no, I'm sorry. That'll be 4:55 Central when I say goodbye. I'm very excited about that.
5 minutes extra.
Gotta be on time. We're gonna give away about $7,000 in our show. We're gonna give away a $25 Amazon gift card today on the show. Ooh, everybody's face lit up at Backchannel when they heard that.
It's like Oprah.
Like, what? Oprah?
You get a gift card. You get a gift card.
Anyway, yeah, man, we're gonna give away a gift card today. In fact, it's gonna be so easy to win this gift card. You have no idea. It's gonna be me picking somebody and saying you want it, whether you subscribe or not. We're gonna just give you a gift card. And we've got things to talk about today. But it's Friday, so everybody that's in the chat today, it's really your show today in a way that I cannot explain. You're gonna be a big part of everything. So if you feel like talking, talk. We will talk back. We're going to answer your questions. We're going to do all that cool stuff today. I am running off of a gigante cup of coffee.
Yeah, I got my coffee right here.
Oh, this is dead. I killed that earlier, but I did not get up and make an attempt to get any more.
Yeah, I didn't get up either.
No, I've kind of been sitting here for a while. Well, yeah.
I don't know what time you checked the rundown, but if it was an hour ago, you probably didn't see much on there.
I didn't check at all because when I sent it to you, I legit was like, I don't know if I can breathe. I was really hurting.
I was tired.
I think I can say I haven't stayed out that late in a long time. I really took a tour. Went to the game yesterday.
I heard you left early.
I couldn't take it. I just started getting angry. And it was already a day of challenges. So that did not help. And I'm like, I'm getting out of here. And then it was a bunch of sororities and fraternities there last night. That didn't make me happy because I had great seats. A friend of mine gifted me with some great seats, and I had to legit share them with everybody. And I'm just like, yo, man, I hope they start really getting bad so I can come back to the ballpark when it was empty. And I had a private beer guy and a singular hot dog man and just did everything alone and enjoy myself. But I mean, the best part about being in that park, man, it is so nice, and just the serenity of that field and being in there. And then Dallas Keuchel goes out and lays a gigante egg, just inning in a third, like boom, 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 boom. I'm like, yo, don't I get a chance to at least see you get through the rotation once? Nope. Into the second inning, gone. And that's when I was like, I'm out of here. So I left. They lost 16-7. They were in the game though. At one point, it was 7-5. Reynaldo Lopez was pitching well, and then they spilt the milk, if you will.
So good.
I got out, and then I don't remember much after that because before I even got there, I was already in the mix, as they say. So, today's show is a partially broken man trying to get through this program. Yeah. And you know the funny thing, I told you I had this big giant meeting this morning.
Yeah.
It was a very, very important meeting, and I got some of the best news ever. So that was good.
Well,
and
that's
then,
good.
Yeah, and then it was a really good conversation. And then, just back to reality. And it's like, okay, there we go. But all that aside, we're gonna do the show, and we're in it. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Gliss and I are going to bring you quality entertainment until we shut the lights off on this bad boy and enjoy our long weekend. And we'll be back on Tuesday. All right, that's it. Goodbye, everybody.
Holiday.
No. Something's
You
wrong.
really can't wait to get out here.
No, man. Hey,
this could be a fun ride then. On
Friday.
It's gonna
be good. This is gonna be good.
I even got my I got my sound effects pulled up today just in case.
We're gonna need all of them. Every one of them. Who's back here? Damien's here. Damien's in Maryland. Arya's here. Skirt here in Illinois, and Stacy. And I should probably do that. There we go. Sorry, gang. Here we go. I see everyone now. Welcome to the show, everybody. And no name, you can always go back to your Amazon device and put your name in. I'm getting choked up. And thanks everybody for checking out the show. Let's check out. We're gonna have to hurry up and get that blooper thing together, Gliss. Time is of the essence. Let's take a look at the headlines that are taking place around the world at this part of our hour. Students trapped inside a classroom with a gunman repeatedly called 911 during this week's attack on a Texas elementary school, including one who pleaded, quote, "Please send the police now," close quote, as nearly 20 officers waited in the hallway for more than 45 minutes, authorities said Friday. The commander at the scene in Uvalde, the school's district police chief, believed that 18-year-old gunman Salvador Ramos was barricaded inside adjoining classrooms at Robb Elementary School and that the children were no longer at risk. Stephen McCraw, the head of the Texas Department of Public Safety, said at a contentious news conference, quote, "It was the wrong decision," close quote. Friday's briefing came after authorities spent 3 days providing often conflicting and incomplete information about the 90 minutes that elapsed between the time Ramos entered the school and when U.S. Border Patrol agents unlocked the classroom door and killed him. And finally, oh God, aren't we all happy? Johnny Depp's lawyers asked the jury Friday to, quote, "to give Mr. Depp his life back," close quote, by finding that his ex-wife Amber Heard committed libel. Heard, quote, "ruined his life by falsely telling the world she was a survivor of domestic abuse at the hands of Mr. Depp," lawyer Camille Vasquez told the jury in closing arguments, referencing Heard's allegations that she had been physically and sexually assaulted, not laughing at that, by Depp on numerous occasions. Depp is hoping the 6-week trial will help restore his reputation, though it has turned into a spectacle of a vicious marriage, with broadcast cameras in the courtroom capturing every twist to an increasingly rapt audience as fans weighed in on social media and lined up overnight for coveted courtroom seats. Quote, "This case for Mr. Depp has never been about money," said Depp lawyer Benjamin Chu. "It is about Mr. Depp's reputation and freeing him from the prison in which he has lived for the last 6 years." And those are looks at headlines as the English language, once again, has decided to leave from inside of my body. Here we go. Skirts like Florida man, asteroid watch, Elon Musk. I think we are No, I have a story for you. This happened this morning. I'm going to do this right now, as a matter of fact. It happened this morning around 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern time. A very large asteroid, and not kind of large, unbelievably large asteroid passed planet Earth this morning. Oh, yes, it did. And as soon as I find it, I'm going to tell you about it. It was big. It was as big as 2 Empire State Buildings is what I read. And it safely passed by the Earth this morning. So we do indeed have an asteroid watch. And now I can't find it. And I'm not going to look for it because I can't. Where is it? Thank you. Yep. It's gone. Screwy, stupid asteroid. But anyway, yeah, gone. It was humongous. And there you go. Okay, if you're checking out backchannel.tv, you've probably been checking us out for most of the day today. And let me tell you how you can I can't. All right. Check out everybody on Backchannel. We're all off on Monday. Am I right, Gliss? Is that right? Everybody's off on Monday?
I believe so. My understanding is that the whole broadcast is taking the day off. I know we are.
Oh yes. I'm gonna need it after last night. It's gonna take me until Monday to get it together. Thanks for watching, everybody. When we come back, we'll do the news from around the world and we'll talk some stuff with you. It's The Drive with Mario Smith here on Backchannel.tv, YouTube, and on your Amazon supported devices. Thanks for watching, and we'll be right back after these words. The asteroid, by the way, is 7335 Ja. 7335 JA. 7335. Just putting it in the old telephone here. See what we come up with. Yeah, it flew by today for sure. I believe it was supposed to. Today's the 27th, right? Yeah, it was supposed to fly by today. The asteroid was a mile wide. All right. 7335 in parentheses 1989, another summer. JA. Oh, that's not a real video, is it? Oh God, I hope not. If it Gliss, can you see that on the thing I'm looking at Gary T saying Skillet Sam is here. Can you see that the link that Skirt sent us?
Hold on, let me check the dashboard.
And if that is a real one, I want to just tell me. I know him. Tell me if that is a rock, like a little bitty rock going past a fake Earth, or a real shot.
Hold on, let me see if I can get it up here.
I can't imagine they would allow a real picture of an asteroid. It would freak out the world. And since people think that America is the whole Earth, it would freak out every American. Oh, you can actually watch it? No way, on earthsky.org. That might be what he's got there.
Yeah, hold on. Almost got it pulled up here.
Oh, I'm excited. Skirt says it's like a small white dot moving in a straight line. And Stacy says not everyone is off on Monday. I am. And he says it's among a bunch of white dots that aren't moving, stars. And Skillet Sam, it's good to see you. Hey, Chewy! My guy, Chewy's in Puerto Rico. Fly the plane, Chewy.
Potentially hazardous. That's not good.
No, it was bad. That you see those two words together. That's not pleasant.
No.
Potentially hazardous is bad. That is classified as bad. No Name is with us as well. Hey, No Name. Yeah. So there you go. Whenever you get it up, let me know.
It's up. It's up.
Is it? Oh, well, I should be watching my show. Oh, there it is. Oh,
It's,
wow. Look
it's
at
been
that.
up for a while, but
Has it really? Have I been just talking all this time? Oh, solid. That's a good day there. Look at that thing go by. Potentially hazardous. Wow, look at it. If something shot by there too. Ooh. This is like Pong.
I know, right?
Look at that. Whoa.
How about we just let's just do this for the rest of the show?
Hey, leave it up for the rest of the show. Could you?
We're just gonna look at this for the rest of the show.
Just look at the whole show. Just leave it up. Or if you could find a good cat meme. Something's up with my back. Good God Almighty. I don't know what's going on. I'm falling apart. Might have been the way that I slept.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could take that down if you want, or leave it up. I don't care. There we go. There you go. I suppose now I should get back to work.
Thanks to Skirt for sharing that, though. That was cool.
Skirt. Thank you, sir. That was awesome. Star Wars. He just had it up for like 3 minutes. I absolutely swear I had no idea because I was here in the back channel dashboard looking at everybody come in. I was not paying any attention.
Associate producer Skirt.
That's right. Thank you. Hey man. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Truly, yeah, somebody needs to look out for us. This is from NBC News. Thousands of students. Wait a minute. Let me back up. Is that not the most messed up part of that story? Is that those policemen waited for 45 minutes while that dude was saying, now it's time to die to these children? That is horrible.
There was another, was it the Parkland shooting? There was another shooting there was a lot of controversy about that the police were taking too long to get into the building. I can't remember which shooting it was. I mean, there's so many of them to choose from. But
right, pick one. That the idea that the cops waited 45 minutes though, man, that's just
so bad.
That's
if you're a parent of one of those kids, man,
the lives that could have been saved.
Yeah,
because I mean, he can't shoot them and shoot the police at the same.
No.
Incredible. Thousands of students staged walkouts at schools and college campuses across the country yesterday to demand stricter gun control in the wake of the Texas school massacre that left 19 students and 2 teachers dead. Starting at noon Eastern yesterday, waves of students, some wearing orange, the color of the gun violence prevention movement, abandoned their classes and headed outside to protest, often accompanied by their teachers and cheered on by their parents. Quote, I think there is something so devastating about 10-year-olds being killed, and students across the country are realizing this could have been any of us, close quote, said Maddie Ahmadi, 17, a junior at Essex High School in Essex Junction, Vermont. Outside Los Angeles, more than 150 students at Crescenta Valley High School walked out of their classes at noon. Quote, unfortunately, this has not been the first time we students have been forced to act, said senior Rowan Theobald, 17, who remembered being in middle school the first time he took part in a walkout to demand more gun control after the 2018 massacre at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. Quote, it's a shame lawmakers have not been listening to us, close quote, he said. Quote, 2 years ago, there was a threat at my school, which turned out to be nothing. But for many of us, it was the most frightening moment of our lives, close quote. The nationwide protests were organized by a group called Students Demand Action, which is affiliated with the pro-gun control group Every Town for Gun Safety. I mean, this isn't hard. Kids don't feel safe at school. It's bad enough you got to deal with the school bully. It's bad enough you got to try to pass your classes. It's bad enough there's all this enormous peer pressure on a teenager. All those things. But I also, on top of all of those things, which are earth-shattering for a teenager, I now have to have the stark cold reality that somebody can walk into my school and shoot it up. We got to do better, man. thinking and praying is great, but we got to do better than that.
And like you said, like, I mean, you have enough. I remember being a teenager. It doesn't feel like that long ago. And being a teenager is not necessarily an easy thing. And to, on top of that, have to deal with this, or even, I mean, a kid of any age.
Yeah.
8-year-old Jack, I mean, he, you know, they do lockdown drills, they do lockout drills. They know the difference between the red light on the wall and the blue light on the wall. I mean, for an 8-year-old to have to know that,
Yeah.
That says a lot about the problem we have in this country.
Mm-hmm.
Like that an 8-year-old has to be aware of how to react in those situations. And that's just something that an 8-year-old should not, you know, an 8-year-old, a 14-year-old, any child should have to think about.
And again, man, you know, thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. The level of attention and care taken to unborn fetuses juxtaposed to alive children is startling. And I will say it until I can't say it anymore. Get it together. This is ridiculous. There's really no more to say. Just this is you can't. But you know who can say something about it, and she continues to talk, although I am not quite sure why, and I'm trying to figure it out. It's Kim Kardashian. She called on lawmakers to pass stricter gun control measures after the school shooting Tuesday in Uvalde, Texas, which left 19 students and 2 teachers dead. Mother herself, I can understand her passion, and she helped get a person out of prison, and she's an advocate for prison reform and all that stuff, so I get it. Normally, this would be where I would do a Kim Kardashian impression. I might still do it. I gotta pick my spot. I feel myself heartbroken, disgusted, and furious about how little has been done by lawmakers to enact gun laws to protect our children. Kardashian wrote in a lengthy Twitter thread Wednesday, adding that there is no excuse and no justification for what happened. Kardashian, an entrepreneur in reality TV. What? Did I do the little laugh at the end? Kardashian, an entrepreneur in a reality TV star who is also an advocate for prison reform, said semi-automatic weapons and so-called assault weapons, which she described as weapons of war, should be banned. Kardashian, a mother of 4 who is studying to become a lawyer. Lord have mercy, help us all. This is bad. Although her dad was a lawyer. That's right. Her dad is famously part of the OJ trial. Wow. I almost, oh damn, it's on. Shouldn't I be watching that?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he sure was. The look on his face when they declared OJ not guilty said it all, made him famous. Kardashian, a mother of 4 who is studying to become a lawyer, the ultimate trick of the trade, said such weapons have one purpose. They are sophisticated weapons designed to kill. The current laws in our country around gun control are not protecting our children. We have to push lawmakers to enact laws that are fitting in today's world. That's it, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not more. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. I on the real, I appreciate her advocacy. There's this, you know, come on. This isn't hard. This should be the easiest thing that we do, not wanting to get killed. But yet it is the hardest damn thing for them to put together.
Yeah, as much as she drives me crazy.
Up the wall.
Like, you know, at least, you know, I can get behind her on this one. At least, you know.
For sure. And that voice is
there is people that follow her and that pay attention to what she says. I don't know why, but they do. And so the fact that she's saying it is good. Or that I got to hear her say it through you.
I know, man, that's terrible. I'm sorry. Just life is interfering. Let's see. Hold on. It's the irony glitch that I just stopped what I was doing to do this. I haven't heard back. Okay. Wait, you know what? I can just say that. That's enough right there. There you go. Are you liking all this coverage I'm giving you of my text? I'm sitting. To drive or not to drive, it's the weekend to do it. It's Memorial Day weekend with surging gas prices, and surging is the operative word, that are redefining pain at the pump. That is the question for many Americans as a new COVID-19 surge also spreads across the country. For Marvin Harper of Phoenix, his family's weekend travel plans are a double punch to the wallet. His college-age son and daughter each have a soccer tournament in Southern California and Colorado, respectively. He and his daughter will fly to Denver rather than drive because of the cost of fuel, while his wife and son will go to California in her SUV. Quote, my mother-in-law is going with my wife and son to split that cost because it's just too much on our household, close quote, said Harper as he filled up the tank of his truck at a Phoenix Quick Trip. Quote, we can't afford both of us to drive. That's the bottom line. Gas prices are killing our household. For some, that's exactly what caused them to rethink their holiday plans, making them opt for a staycation in their backyard to limit the damage to their wallets. Laura Denna and her sons would typically go to Southern California around Memorial Day weekend to escape Arizona's scorching heat. This year, because it takes at least $100 to fill up her truck, they're staying home. Wow. In this graphic that NBC News provides, I'm like, these prices can't be real. Regular gas is $6.99 a gallon.
Damn, where's that?
Who knows? Look at you. In Los Angeles. If you put plus, and this is a Shell, if you put plus in your car, it's $7.19 a gallon, and it's 10 cents more for V-Power. Whatever the heck. I guess V-Power must be better than plus. Clearly, because it's more. So if you have a high-performance vehicle, you know, what do? You got to have gas. That's why. Even like Costco, the gas is super high. It isn't low anywhere. How much are you guys paying for gas in your neck of the woods?
I sound like Al Roker. Honestly, I haven't even been paying attention because it's like, it's above $5 now. I know that it's well above $5.
Mind blowing. I can't see out my window, but I think I'm gonna do one of these shows next week from the balcony. I think it's around $5.65 a gallon here in Chicago. It's wild.
Yeah, I think that's the general area of what the prices are around here.
So if you're traveling this weekend for Memorial Day, prepare. Don't. Cherise says I paid about $6.70 a gallon last week for regular gas. She's in California. Yikes. Damn. Michael's joined the stream. Hey, Stacy liked my impression of Kim Kardashian, and Michael Lockett's here. He said the sound effects, though. Oh yeah, we're doing it.
Thank you.
Big budget show. You pay a lot for those sounds.
I'm feeling very, free with the sound effects.
Oh, you should. I think that's a smart feeling. No, nobody's gonna be mad at you about that. It's too late for all that. What's his name?
We might even play some Prince or something like that.
It could happen. Senate Minority Leader, there's so much on the table. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, Tooter the Turtle, Mitch McConnell said he has encouraged Senator John Cornyn, what's his name? Cornyn, Republican of Texas, to discuss the possibility of bipartisan action to address mass shootings with Democrats. McConnell said Thursday that he met with that guy who sounds like Julio, who flew back to Texas this week after a shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, west of San Antonio. McConnell said in an interview on CNN that he had urged Cornyn to talk to Senators Kristen Sinema of Arizona and Chris Murphy of Connecticut, two Democrats who have called for bipartisan talks on gun safety legislation, and others who are interested in trying to get an outcome that's directly related to the problem. He's part of the problem. Man, I hate when people do that. When they know that they're the reason why they're He's the reason why that there's no universal background check. He's the reason why none of this stuff has happened. He was a senator when Sandy Hook happened. If he wanted it to be changed, he could have done this a long time ago. I'm glad it's happening now, but miss me with that, man. You knew it was messed up back then. Back to those gas prices. Cherie says I paid about $6.70 a gallon. I said that already. She says California has special environmental gas tax, which brings the prices up. She also says gas price per gallon has been about $3.79 for the past 2 years. Tired Bear, makes two of us. Tired Bear is here. Hey, Tired Bear, welcome. Did you know, Tired Bear, that there's a Winnie the Pooh horror movie called Blood and Honey? It looks creepy.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not trying to see that. How dare them do that? How dare you?
That's not cool.
Hell no. It's really ridiculous. A Winnie the Pooh beloved, universally beloved character. You gonna try to scare people to death with it? And the mask is all scary.
Yeah, it's very disturbing. Yeah, you can't do Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh is like, he's like the most chill, like,
he's a beloved fat guy who does fat guy things. He eats honey, he gets stuck in holes, and he loves Christopher Robin. And that's what he does.
I think he partakes too.
Oh, there's no way you don't eat all that honey unless you do. I think we established Winnie the Pooh as stoner many, many years ago.
Yeah.
Even when I was little, I'm like, that's some odd behavior for a bear. What is he doing extra, I wonder? I didn't know because I was too little. I thought he might be drinking.
Hanging out in that Alice in Wonderland, the rabbit hole.
Apparently, they weren't that far away. And this poor dude was also a serial killer, criminal, because he was always trying to break into somebody's house and getting stuck. And everybody's house in that in the woodland creature land had one portal hole.
What is it called? It's like the 1,000-Acre Woods or something like that.
That's it. Yeah. Oh man, I'm now thinking about that stupid movie. How dare they make that movie? Who allowed that? Who's gonna go see it?
I think I told you I follow a lot of Disney stuff, and I saw someone posted that yesterday. That's where I saw it on Twitter, and they were like, "This is absolutely wrong. Like, you cannot do this."
Every level, and I found myself staring at the mask, like, "Why does he look like that?" And then I saw the caption. I'm like, "Oh my god, a horror movie!"
Yeah, it's hard to not look at it. Like it's so disturbing looking.
Yeah, that's odd. That just I don't like it. Don't like it at all. The 100-Acre Wood, Stacy says. Yeah, that's it. Hey, Charisse, are you still with us? No, you know what? No, we didn't. We didn't give Charisse one of those gift cards, did we? No. Charisse, would you like a Amazon gift card? It's worth $25. Never mind. Hey, Luke, how you doing? What's up, Luke? It's your first time on the stream. Welcome. Charisse is like, I'm straight on these gift cards. Could you all please stop trying to give me these gift cards? She didn't say that. Luke is here for the first time on the stream. Welcome, Luke. Luke. I'm not going to say it because everybody says that to you. So I'm not going to do that. She says she won an Echo show and the gift card separate. I think that's what she said. And trying to, on Word of the Day quiz. Okay, cool. Hey, I'm not going to hit Luke with that same tired thing because that's not cool. Hey, Skirt, are you still here? You still hanging around? Skirt. Holla if you hear me, Skirt. It's a yay or a nay. I want to give Skirt one of these gift cards. Hey, Skirt, would you like a $25 Amazon gift card? He said, here I am. He says, I'm here. Okay. Can I offer you a free $25 Amazon gift card? Alrighty then. Hey, Skirt just got himself a gift card. Hey, producer Gliss, please tell Skirt how he can activate his gift card. Not activate it, but how he can get it.
Yeah, go to backchannel.tv and click on the claim prize. I will put you in the post-show report so that they can verify that you are the winner. And there you go, $25 Amazon gift card.
Fantastic, sir. Thank you so much for watching the match game. That audience sounds like it's underwater. Are they in trouble? You get to check on the audience. They sound like they are in some serious trouble. Yeah. Thank you, sir, for playing the match game. If this was only match game, I'd get one of those thin microphones. I said I was going to have a microphone like that for Block Party. I need to get on that. I want the thin Gene Rayburn, one of those Price is Right microphones. Just to get on people's nerves. What are we doing? You know what? We absolutely have Mario, you angel, can teach me how to play fantasy. Oh, that's kind of loaded there. You're gonna have to explain fantasy what? Okay, fantasy. Man, that was close. Okay, fantasy baseball. Yes, I can teach you how to do that. Oh, man, that was almost the end of this show for real. That would have been night, everybody. No. It's okay. I mean, it's really what the secret to fantasy baseball, unlike fantasy football. I guess it's the secret to all of them, but the secret to fantasy baseball is you have to have the strongest draft you can possibly have. I believe. Once you do that, everything else is just adding players and taking players away.
I'd like to have a draft.
Oh, yeah, because I don't know what's going on with you, buddy. We were talking about this.
Hey, I did make 2 moves last week because I realized a bunch of my players were hurt. I foresee myself in the near future diving further into fantasy baseball and taking more time on it.
Oh yeah, it's fun. It's not so bad. It's not so bad at all.
I might just sit in here all day and just do fantasy baseball. So we'll see. Maybe I can get back in this thing.
Right on.
I wish I could draft Jack. If I could draft my 8-year-old, I might be able to pull myself out of the gutter because he's like 6 for 6 this week with 2 triples. So I need Jack on my team.
I need him on my team. Are you kidding? 6 for 6 with 2 triples.
He could turn my season around.
Yeah, he is.
I'm gonna have to petition Hal to let me draft my 8-year-old.
Can I draft my son? Yeah. Can I please draft? I have the greatest baseball player of all time right now in my house, and I need to get this boy ready for when he plays Major League Baseball. Stacy says the Rangers are kicking some tail. That's good. The Rangers, they need to desperately. Let's take a break because if anything, we want to. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I don't have any reason to laugh right now. Because oh no, your dad's got to go to the hospital. I hope everything's okay, Stacy. Let's take a break. Thank you again to Skirt for winning. Can we hit that drowning audience again? Thank you, Skirt, so much for playing today and winning a $25 gift card from Amazon. Yeah, it's like they clap and then they just get disinterested really fast. It's like, whatever.
We're not that excited.
Congratulations again, my friend, for winning the $25 gift card game. We may give away another one in the second hour of the show. When we come back, we will have the community report. It happens to be Skirt's favorite segment. And I hope everybody is doing well. It's the drive. I didn't mean to stare at you like that. I'm sorry. It's the drive with Mario Smith here on Backchannel.tv, YouTube, and on your I almost said your Angelo supported devices, Gliss. Yeah, that's last night, man. No, I don't know who.
Good old Angelo.
Angelo, I know so many Angelos. On your Amazon supported device. When we come back, we've got the community report. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back. This Skirt says this is so back, everybody. It's The Drive with Mario Smith here from Chicago, Illinois, and it is 43 minutes past the hour. Thank you all so much for watching the show. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you, like, for real, hear what I'm saying. It means a lot to us that you all check out this show. It really, truly does. A whole lot. We start in Canada. Could be permanently for me. We start in Canada. Toronto police shot and killed a man who was walking down the street carrying a gun in a city neighborhood yesterday afternoon. An incident that prompted 5 nearby schools to be placed under precautionary lockdown, city officials said. Officers responding to a report of an armed man in the area fired after the gunman confronted them, Toronto Police Chief James Raymer said at a media briefing. He declined to give further details, citing an ongoing investigation. Earlier on Twitter, Toronto police said officers had fired and the suspect, described as a male in his late teens or early 20s, was injured. The scene where the man was shot by Toronto police is 130 meters from the William G. Davis Jr. Public School, which was the last of the 5 schools to emerge from a lockdown. All the school lockdowns were lifted after a couple of hours, according to the Toronto District School Board. The incident occurred days after a gunman in Texas killed 19 children and 2 teachers at an elementary school. The Texas shooting fed concern about gun violence worldwide. Toronto police have blocked about 300 meters of roadway near the scene while special investigation officers conduct their probe, according to a Reuters witness. I certainly understand the trauma and how traumatic this must have been for staff, students, and parents, given the recent events that have happened in the United States, Raymer said. Raymer said Toronto police do not yet have all the details of the incident, and I don't want to speculate and suggest that it's something similar to what's happening in the United States, close quote. The Texas school shooting on Tuesday was among over 200 mass shootings reported in the United States in 2022, according to the Gun Violence Archive, a nonprofit research group. Canada's rate of firearm homicides is 0.5 per 100,000 people, far lower than the U.S. rate of 4.12 per 100,000 people. Wow. According to a 2021 analysis by the University of Washington's Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation. That's a disturbing number. That is really, really disturbing. It's only here. This mess is only happening here, man. Only here. That is wild. China does not have a gun control problem. Japan doesn't have a gun problem. The UK doesn't have a gun problem. Toronto doesn't have it. Come on. New York City police are on the hunt for a man and woman accused of trying to snatch a $45,000 painting by the famed artist Jean-Michel Basquiat from a Manhattan gallery this month. Police said the duo managed to take the painting, which was on display at Tagliatella Galleries, off the wall at around 5:30 p.m. on May 14th. They almost managed to walk away with it, but they were stopped. A police spokesperson said it was unclear who stopped them. They fled and were last seen walking north on 10th Avenue. Police valued the painting at $45,000. The spokesperson said police are looking for a woman in her 20s or 30s with blonde hair. They said she was wearing a navy coat and a brown backpack. The man was described as being in his 20s to 30s. He was wearing a maroon and gray sweatshirt with black pants and red sneakers, the person said. Basquiat's art was first publicized in a 1980 group exhibition called Times Square Show. In 1981, he created Red Kings, one of his many influential pieces. It featured a crown that became a signature in his paintings. Born in Brooklyn, Basquiat was celebrated for his authentic painting style, as well as for his collaborative work with Andy Warhol. Tagliatella Galleries did not immediately respond to a request for comment from NBC News. How are you going to walk out the gallery with a $45,000 painting on your shoulder? That is so bizarre. I find that to be bizarre. I also noticed that I'm doing a lot of leaning today. Leaning. The result of a long night, everyone. I'll try to sit up. If you're in California, or generally out west, and I suppose this applies to you as well, the long-lasting severe drought that's affected California is likely to have major ramifications for how the region generates electricity this summer, as well as how reliable and costly that supply is, according to a new report from the U.S. Energy Information Administration. The drought's depletion of California's large reservoirs is likely to strain hydroelectric plants to the point where some may have to be shut down. Lake Shasta, the state's largest reservoir, has only seen one other year where the reservoir storage was lower than it is now, the EIA found. The cut in hydropower, which typically supplies about 15% of California's summer electricity generation, will place more of a burden on natural gas plants and increase electricity rates and greenhouse gas emissions, per the EIA. There are concerns that nearby states won't be able to make up for California's shortfalls as they cope with their own hotter than average summer, which the National Weather Service is calling for across the West. As the Southwest grapples with a mega drought, driven in large part by human-caused climate change, the region's electricity mix is rapidly shifting. More solar and wind power is coming online as fossil fuel plants are shut down in an effort to cut greenhouse gas emissions. While the water shortage picture this year looks similar to 2015, the EIA finds that California's energy mix has changed significantly since then. According to the report, 58% of the state's natural gas units have been retired since 2015, amounting to 6,500 megawatts of generating capacity. At the same time, solar capacity has increased by 8,800 megawatts, and the state has deployed more battery shortage. Still, there may be shortfalls between power demand and electricity supply, which the state makes up for by importing power from its neighbors. However, the other states will also see strained power supplies due to drought, particularly Nevada and Arizona. I'm trying to see if your state's on here, Gliss. It's not. You're safe. Congratulations. All the electricity is at your house, everyone. Get over there right away. If your power goes out, just go see Gliss. He got you. That's what he told me earlier.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's the community report for today, abbreviated. Yep. What are we doing?
Just ordered some food. That's what I'm doing.
Did you really? What are you getting?
Well, my 4-year-old's in the office with me today, so I got we got some Popeyes. Got him some chicken nuggets.
Can we get him on camera? Where is the boy? James,
you want to say hi? He's playing Nintendo Switch under the desk over here.
Hey James, didn't mean to interrupt you, man. I'm sorry. Are you winning the game?
Yes.
Very good.
You playing Mario or you're playing Kirby?
Oh yeah, I'm playing Kirby.
Yeah.
Cool. You're not playing Uncle Mario. You're playing Kirby.
He loves Mario though.
He should, because who wouldn't? Look at me.
Yeah, exactly.
Guy with some water.
Hey, would you like a show, kid? Because this could be your show. You can have it. That's what they say about me. There's a lot of that. I remember I was downtown one time, and I don't even have to. Well, you wouldn't understand that one. I was downtown one time, and it was a few years ago, and I'm walking, and I'm hearing this music playing, and I just start getting increasingly just like my inside started, and it was the Mario theme, and this dude was playing it with all he had, man.
That's awesome.
He was out there just going. I think he was playing on a saxophone or something. Oh, he did the sound effects and everything. I was just like, I gotta go. Nobody knew why I was so aggravated. I just was like, I'm out. Screwy. Okay.
I love the saxophone too.
Oh, there you go.
That sounds awesome. Mario on the saxophone.
It was interesting. Cherie says, have you ever seen the Mona Lisa? Apparently it's really tiny. That's what I heard. No, they don't necessarily have to be huge, but as far as I know, most Basquiat pieces were big. They were big canvases. But I didn't know that the Mona Lisa was really tiny. That would make sense though.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. I've heard that it's like very one of the least impressive things in terms of like how you think about it versus like when you see it in person.
I think
not that it's not beautiful, obviously, but it's just that like when you see it in person, it's like, oh, that's it. Like,
yeah, I have to do something about that. Do some, I think they call it investigating and see how big that piece was. But it must have been big enough for them to see it. They couldn't shove it under their coat because they tried to walk out in the middle of New York City with the. She says she has a friend who said he went to see it and he was so disappointed when he saw it. Yeah, I can imagine they.
Looks like it's 2.5 by 1 by 9.
That's not big at all. But
That's really small.
pieces are big. Well, you know, maybe that's why it was only worth $45,000 because it wasn't one of the big meteor pieces that he has. Where are we? Your associate producer is saying something to you down there.
Oh, skirt.
No, not that associate producer.
This other, yeah.
Your actual son.
He's waiting on his chicken nuggets.
Oh man, that sounds so good right now. Some delicious chicken nuggets. The entertainment report today is going to be pretty good. Aside from speaking about the death of Ray Liotta, there's a band that I want to turn you guys on to that I've seen live once here in Chicago. They're called the New Respects. They are brilliant. We're going to talk about.
I was checking that out when you sent me that story this morning. I was checking them out a little bit.
New Respects are nice, man. A lot. A whole. Talk about them, about Abbott Elementary and why they will not do a school shooting episode. We've got a couple other things in the entertainment report. But not ready to go yet because I want to nail it. I'm going to nail it right as close as I can to 4 o'clock Central. And in order to do that, I'd have to stop when. Okay. I got 5 minutes in me. Why don't we check out some weird news? I did not look at the did you knows either. Holiday makers on the Norwegian Prima liner. Oh, did you hear a cruise ship caught on fire? By the way, I heard that this morning.
It happens, I guess.
I'm glad you're not on it, brother. That's all.
Yeah.
Holiday makers on the Norwegian Prima liner heading from New York to Bermuda have been given a lighthearted offer of their money back if their ship disappears in the infamous triangle. The tour includes a Twilight Bermuda Triangle cruise on a glass-bottom boat with talks, presentations, and question and answer sessions. The trip is popular with conspiracy theorists. Let's say the trip does disappear. How are you going to get your money back?
Yeah.
That's so dumb. A team of engineers.
Like they got you there.
Yeah. A team of engineers in France smashed the record for farthest distance traveled in a hydrogen-powered car, showing the promise of hydrogen fuel technology when it comes to energy of the future. The modified Renault Zoe electric car traveled more than 2,000 kilometers, about 1,242 miles, over 3 days on a single tank of biomethanol. Developed by ARM Engineering, a French transportation research and development firm, the GH3 biofuel is created through biomass methanation, which turns plant residue and manure into fuel. Oh boy. There's plenty of that in the world. We're good. Creating electricity for a car's battery. While similar to biofuels such as E85 in the US, GH3 contains no fossil fuels at all. The previous distance record for a hydrogen car was held by a Toyota Mirai that drove 1,360 kilometers, about 845 miles, in the U.S. How about that? I had no idea. A South Carolina couple's dog was officially dubbed the oldest in the world at the age of 22 years and 59 days. Pebbles, a toy fox terrier belonging to Taylor's residents Bobby and Julie Gregory, was named the oldest dog living by Guinness World Records after her age was verified as 22 years and 59 days. The Gregory family said they decided to apply for Pebbles to be recognized by Guinness after reading about Toby Keith, a 21-year-old Chihuahua that was given the title in April. So 22 years in human years, what is that like? How old is that?
Let's see.
A human year, 7 years, right?
Yeah. I'm terrible at math, so
yeah, I don't have my ciphering.
It's 154 years old.
Good God Almighty, that's an old dog. That dog is old.
Yeah,
it doesn't have time for all this foolishness. It's ready to take a nap. It's done enough. I can't imagine. That dog is old. Wow.
I don't want to be 154 years old
for nothing. There's nothing exciting about that. But technology though. If I could still look handsome like this, I might do it.
It depends on how mobile. It's like it depends on your quality of life, I guess.
Yeah, to be sure. Stacy's in the danger zone. Be careful, Stacy. I don't know what's going on. Take it easy. We have a new person here. Foamy Moth has joined us. Oh, Foamy Moth, you don't know what you got yourself into. Welcome to the show. Can we take a 90?
Yep.
Mr. Gliss? Let's do that. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the second hour of this fantastic program that's going along smoothly today. It's The Drive with Mario Smith here on Backchannel.tv. We'll be back right after these words. It looks like it's going to rain here in Chicago. I know that's not the proper beginning, but it does. It's The Drive with Mario. Welcome to hour 2 here from Chicago, Illinois. I'm Mario Smith. Thank you so much for checking us out today. You're watching us on Amazon-supported devices and YouTube and listening to us on your Echo speaker. We appreciate all of that. Thank you very much. It is Friday. This is the Friday show. It's officially Anything Can Happen Day here at Backchannel, so just don't panic because anything could happen today. Anything could happen. Let's go see what's happening with Gliss. I wondered if the chicken nuggets arrived. Gliss, how are you eating delicious chicken nuggets?
No, I'm not yet. Well, I got a chicken sandwich, but let's see. It says it's gonna arrive in 4 minutes. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You're gonna need to go get that, aren't you?
Juanito is picking it up now. So,
do you need to go get it?
Oh no, not yet. He said, yeah, he just grabbed it. It's only a couple minutes from the house.
I was gonna say it would be really cool if we could follow this whole exchange of food to you.
Yeah. Or what's taking him so long? Well, it says 2:20.
Perhaps they have to make the chicken. They want to make sure. They want to make sure it's piping hot, as opposed to the Popeyes here in Chicago, which is like, hey, you want some chicken? Great, here it is. Wait, but did you cook it? Sure. Did you really cook it? Oh yeah. Now, how fast did you think? How long do you think chicken is supposed to cook? A lot longer than that. I know. That's fine. Nice and hot. See how hot it is? Yeah, but it's cooked.
Well, it better be hot. I'm hungry. I haven't really eaten today yet, so
I tried to eat something that wasn't very successful. Hungry, yeah. And now you got me thinking about chicken. I might have to place an order when this is over with in 57.
Can't wait.
Yeah, right on. Can't wait, Antonio. Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be good. Chicken. It sounds delicious. It's Memorial Day weekend though, and traditionally it's a weekend where I'm broke. So I am broke again, and I need to figure out. I didn't even realize I said it.
Keeping the tradition alive.
I swear, man, every Memorial Day it's like, hey, but I went to the game. I bought something for this event that I'm doing in a couple of months. I had to get, I'm trying to look nice. I don't want to look like a slouch. At the same time, though, I think I may be taking something back because that's what I do. The headlines are all jacked up. This is good to see you. I'm glad you all are here. And very shortly, we're going to have our wonderful entertainment segment for you. Gliss is going to probably at some point have to leave me to go grab his food. And I appreciate that. And if you want to eat with the mic open and just chomp away all you want, I don't care. You can do that. Do whatever you want, bro.
It's on the move.
Uber Eats?
Yeah.
Yeah, Uber Eats cracks me up with on the move.
It's on the move.
Hey, no need to get up. Just stay where you are. It's coming to your door right now. Okay. I know not to order from certain places, especially when they tell you the out and out lie that the food is hot, and it's like, is it? Is that hot? Stacy, Sharice, Damian and Maryland, Luke is here as well, and Foamy Moth. Michael Lockett and Gary are checking us out on YouTube. Is what they call that. Yeah, YouTube. So no headlines. You guys will be fine. Don't worry. You got a whole weekend to create things, and on Tuesday we can make all the headlines we want, baby, because it's Memorial Day weekend. When we come back, we will have the entertainment report. Gliss will have his chicken sandwich. The boy will have his nuggets. He'll stop playing that game long enough to enjoy them, and we will be back with Have No Fear, the camera's here, and I'm pounding things on my desk for emphasis. I almost said this is news from the service entrance, but it's not. It's The Drive with Mario Smith here on Backchannel.tv. You're also checking us out on YouTube and your Amazon supported devices. We'll be right back in just a moment. I'm going to need an email from you, Gliss, with all of those bumpers on them.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I don't have those already. I never thought to ask. Whenever I see my name on something, it blows my mind. So like the store that I work with that we produce this podcast called Randomly Selected, they have a big display television monitor in their store. And whenever I walk in there and see myself on that screen, I lose my mind. It blows me away that my face and my name would be on anything, first of all. But then to see it, and it's 18 times bigger than me, and the picture is not the most flattering, it's stunning. Gary T says he likes the sounders and the bumps and stuff we do. Thank you, sir. That's all Gliss. That ain't me. Gary, you know me good enough to know that's not my work. It would not come out half as good as that. But yeah, man, I got to get those because I just want to watch them over and over and over.
I might have some new ones for next week.
Might as well roll them out, huh? Let's get it.
I might just switch it all up and have all kinds of fun with it.
Yeah, why not? Next week is going to be very interesting. I think we will have a good time. Oh, I want to show you guys the shirt. So in the city,
That's cool.
The Y was part of the municipal. It was the municipal symbol, much like the Chicago flag is. For a long, long time, and almost every building in Chicago, somewhere on it has the municipal Y, and the Y represents the 3 branches of the Chicago River. Bang!
Nice.
Yeah, see, that's the more you know there, Gliss, for you. Yeah, that's right. I'm just waiting on it. Yeah. Yeah, so I like this shirt. It's new. I'm unveiling it today, but I'm gonna wear it at the Harper Summer Music Series that I'm hosting next week. Outdoor concerts are back in Hyde Park, and you can come to the. I invite everyone from Backchannel to come. Stacy says, she says, thank you, Gary. He said, cool shirt. Stacy says, in the word for her to describe something dangerous is, she says the phrase danger zone. Oh yeah, man, the danger zone. Tim Manley, we're going to the danger zone, man.
Kenny Loggins.
Watch out, Kenny Loggins is here, man. He wants to take you on a trip to the danger zone. Friday.
And block you on Twitter.
And block me on Twitter. He wants to block you on Twitter. Just mention Loggins and Messina. You're out of here. Tim Manley with you 9 after the hour, man. Let's listen to some rock. Go, Kenny Loggins, go. Cherie says, do they still dye the Chicago River green? Oh, boy, do they ever. Oh, God. Yeah, they do. They still do. And this year they used, maybe for the past couple of years, they used a different formula in the Chicago River. The dye is different. I know it's biodegradable, but it was something special about it. I can't remember. It's always green, though. Just a different shade of green. It's a bright green, like, St. Patrick's Day, but it's always green. That thing is dangerous. I lost a good friend in that river. Part of the reason I won't walk across it. Oh man, I got time for all that.
Yes.
No.
I don't know why for some reason Juanito like pounded on the garage. I told him to put it next to the garage. I don't know why he's pounding on.
I didn't hear him.
This
really pounding on the garage?
This office is pretty surprisingly well insulated. My neighbor did a good job.
Yeah, man, I can't hear a thing.
Yeah.
So now you need to go
I've tested it out at night, like just like turning my because I have some studio speakers here, and I've turned the music up as loud as I can just to test it, like late at night, see if anyone could hear it with the door shut. And no, I could just rock out in here if I wanted to.
There you go. That's good to know for the future, my friend. What was I going to say? Do you need to go get your food?
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab my food.
Go grab your food. I'm gonna talk
right
some
back.
stuff. Yeah, just let me know when you're back. And remember, leave the mic open and chomp loud. Really get in there. Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, let's do the entertainment report while we're still young. The acting world, the world of movies and television lost a true great yesterday. Ray Liotta died yesterday at the age of 67. This is from CNN. Ray Liotta actually enjoyed a long and varied career, but it's perhaps appropriate that his screen legacy will be bookended by 2 of the mercurial tough guy roles in which he excelled in Something Wild and The Many Saints of Newark, 35 years apart. Liotta, who died suddenly at the age of 67, started out in the soap opera, I remember this, oh my God, Another World, and most recently had been extremely active in television and particularly streaming. After starring as a corrupt cop opposite Jennifer Lopez in the NBC drama Shades of Blue, which ended in 2018, recent roles have included Amazon's Hannah and Apple TV Plus's upcoming Black Bird, which premieres in July. Still, his filmography was heavily defined by a run of memorable movies early in his career, highlighted by Martin Scorsese's mob epic Goodfellas, but also the baseball fantasy Field of Dreams. Also Dominic and Eugene, The Rat Pack. He played Frank Sinatra. Don Cheadle played Sammy Davis. I remember that. The Many Saints of Newark, as we mentioned earlier, David Chase directed that. it's a great career, man. And yeah, Gone To's not appropriate. This died in his sleep. Great actor. Ray Liotta dead at the age of 67. Also, the drummer for Depeche Mode died. Why? What is going on? He was 60 years old. There's a band I want to tell you guys about. I want you to write this down. Okay, they're called The New Respects. They're from Nashville. They're a family band. They are dope. They're so good. It's R&B, but it's very, very timely, really good music. They have a new album out. And the song that they're playing from it is called Don't Worry. I believe that's the name of the album as well. I had a chance to meet those folks. They're really nice kids. They're young. Well, they're not young anymore. That was a few years ago. Very nice kids, man. They bring it. They are really good. And another band I want to tell you about, I had them on a terrestrial show yesterday. It's the band called Avantist. AVAN.
I heard that interview.
Did you really? You checked out my show?
I did, yeah. I was in the car. Jack had a doctor appointment, and then I had to run a couple errands. So yeah, we were in the car. So I threw the show on, and I heard that interview. It was good.
And you know what? Thank you. Anyway, I'm going to talk about that in a second.
They're at the Chop Shop tonight, right?
Yes. So look at you. Yeah, they're at the Chop Shop. Alan White, the drummer.
I'll hop on my private jet and come check it out tonight.
Hey, that's right, because we all know you have one of those. And you live on the Nike campus, you have a private jet, and Popeyes is also on the Nike campus. That's why it doesn't take long to bring your food.
Yeah.
Alan White from Yes passed away yesterday, the drummer from Yes. But
I love Depeche Mode, man.
Man, dude, that messed me up. I'm like, what? Because that is the 80s on the nose.
Yeah.
But The New Respects, check them out. Check out Advances. The boys cursed yesterday on my show. I hope I don't get in major trouble for it. I could not find the dump button to save my life, man. He said it too fast and got me. And then I saw my boss yesterday, right in the thick of having my after dinner. We never made it to dinner. My after show beverage with an S on it, beverages. And he goes, I heard your show today. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, I heard him curse. I go, man, I'm sorry. I tried to catch it. It was too late. We bleeped it out for the Mixcloud thing. Is that The New Respects?
Yeah, it is.
I did this guy to stop the rain. I drain the ocean with my hands.
There
you go.
They're good, and they play live too. They get it, man. I like them a lot. Big fan of The New Respects, and their old stuff is they're good. They're so good. Avantist is this hard rocking group of brothers from Chicago who I've known them for a long time, and I've interviewed them a million times. Just really, just such nice guys, man. And it was a very interesting interview yesterday. Didn't know that they had been going through some of those personal challenges as a family before COVID, and then COVID just kind of kicked those things into high gear. But they got out of it on the right side. Their videos, their songs, they're dope, man. Big fun. And if you're in the Chicago area, they're going to be at Chop Shop tonight. Chop Shop. Abbott Elementary is not going to do a school shooting episode. If you've been watching Abbott Elementary, you know Quinta Brunson is brilliant, and she created this wonderful show about an underfunded elementary school in Philadelphia. And the day after the shooting at the elementary school in Texas, some asked that ABC's hit show Abbott Elementary tackle the subject. Abbott Elementary, which recently finished its first season of rave reviews, is a sitcom that centers on a Title IX elementary school in Philadelphia. Quinta Brunson, the show's creator and star, said many have asked her to address the school shootings, and she responded with a firm no. And I don't blame her. That's no. She said, quote, wild how many people have asked for a school shooting episode of the show I write. People are that deeply removed from demanding more from the politicians they've elected and are instead demanding entertainment, Brunson wrote Wednesday on Twitter. I can't ask, are y'all okay anymore, because the answer is no. Brunson posted a screenshot of one direct message he received. The sender argued an episode like that would show government officials why certain gun laws should pass, but the show didn't run for office, Brunson said. Please use that energy to ask your elected official to get on Beto time and nothing less, she said, referring to Beto O'Rourke, the former presidential candidate turned Texas Democratic gubernatorial nominee looking to unseat GOP Governor Greg Abbott. O'Rourke has been a vocal advocate for greater gun control, confronting Abbott over the matter during a Wednesday press conference. Quote, I don't want to sound mean, but I want people to understand the flaw in asking for something like this, she continued. We're not okay. This country is rotting our brains. I'm sad about it. On Tuesday, an 18-year-old opened fire at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, killing 19 children and 2 adults. The incident, closely preceded by high-profile mass shootings in Buffalo, New York, and California, has sparked widespread grief and outrage over continued inaction against gun violence. And there's no reason for her to do a show like that. And she's absolutely correct. It sounds like people want to be entertained. If what happened in Texas doesn't show a politician how bad it is, what is a TV show going to do? That I applaud her for doing that. I would have probably snapped out too. And I'm sure, I don't know her, but I'm sure that her response was not as mean as it may have came off, or at least the tone probably from her wasn't mean, but come on. And finally, a show that I actually liked and that I watched quite a bit when I had the chance to watch it over the last 19 years, the Ellen DeGeneres Show came to an end yesterday, wrapping a 19-season run. Quote, very few stations wanted to buy the show, and here we are 20 years later celebrating this amazing journey together, DeGeneres said during the show's opening. When we first started the show, I couldn't say gay. She added she couldn't say wife or make any allusions to gay marriage because it wasn't legal. Now, DeGeneres says she says wife all the time. Quote, if the show has made you smile, if it has lifted you up when you are in a period of some type of pain, then I have done my job, DeGeneres continued. Because of this platform, we have been able to change people's lives, and this show has forever changed my life. Jennifer Aniston, the show's first ever guest, was the last celebrity to join the show, alongside performers Pink and Billie Eilish. During her last interview with DeGeneres, Aniston opened up about how she coped when Friends ended in 2004 after a decade on the air. She said, quote, well, I got a divorce and went into therapy, she joked, a nod to her 2005 split from Brad Pitt. When asked what she plans to do next, DeGeneres said she wasn't sure. Quote, I know that I want to just lay low for a little while. I want to rest, she responded, and then I'll do something again, but I don't know what it is. When the Ellen DeGeneres Show began in 2003, DeGeneres' career was struggling after a then controversial decision to come out as openly gay on her 1990 sitcom Ellen. 25 years ago, they canceled my sitcom because they didn't want a lesbian to be on prime time once a week, DeGeneres said during the last episode. And I said, okay, then I'll be on daytime every day. How about that? The talk show helped skyrocket the comedian to an empire of brands, becoming a household name as families tuned in across the world to view the internationally syndicated series. You made it okay for people to be who they are, Pink told DeGeneres during the show. The Ellen DeGeneres Show was a rating success for much of its run. The show was known for its celebrity pranks, gift giveaways, and its hosts' signature dance moves. However, DeGeneres and the show's producers came under intense scrutiny in recent years after news reports detailed an allegedly toxic workplace. It was a stark reversal for a host with a family-friendly image and a show that went by the motto, be kind. Ellen did it. She had a nice run on TV, man. Not kind of good either. A very nice run. And she ended her show this way. She said, whatever was happening, my goal was always for the show to be a place where we could all come together and laugh for an hour. Being invited into your lives has been the greatest privilege of my life and has brought me incredible joy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then she proceeded to leave her spot where she does her interviewing. And as she opened up her show 19 years ago, she walked over to her couch. She looked at the TV in front of her. The lights dimmed. They closed the stage doors. And that was it. The last Ellen DeGeneres Show. And that's the entertainment report for today. I don't know if they're going to show those things in reruns or not. I doubt it, but I happen to like the show. I didn't think it was that bad. Very interesting. Hey, Marley's in Alaska. Wow, nice. Andrew's in Florida. Hello. Marley's. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. My little brother had the thing. It's okay. His little brother was just like, "Yo, what's up, peeps? What are you all talking about?" Okay, I'm out.
I wonder where in Alaska.
Yeah, what city in Alaska are you in? Gliss just left from Alaska.
I did.
Yeah,
I kind of miss it.
I bet. It was away from the Nike campus, but I'm sure that you had fun.
Yeah.
How did the chicken work out? Everybody happy now?
Yeah.
Good, because I ran my mouth way too long. That was my jaws hurt from talking.
Now I need a drink.
Yeah, oh boy. You said a mouthful right there. When we come back in a bit, we're gonna have the Dylan T. Pickle Sports Report. Lot to talk about in the world of sports, no doubt. And we'll get to all of that. But first, let me tell you what happened on this day. In 1647, hey man, not only was I there, I was a little scared when I saw this because I thought something bad was going to happen. The first recorded execution of a witch takes place by hanging in Massachusetts. In 1964, the James Bond film From Russia with Love is released in theaters. I don't bet they can make a movie like that today. In 1995, actor Christopher Reeve is paralyzed after he was thrown from his horse during a jumping event. Birthdays today. My man, the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas. I'm a year older than Frank Thomas. 54 years old today. Rapper Andre 3000 is 47, and Jamie Oliver, Chef Jamie, is 47 as well. Born in 1975, the two of those guys. In music history, in 1967, San Francisco, Be Sure to Wear Flowers in Your Hair by Scott McKenzie enters the U.S. Top 40 chart. Are you going to San Francisco? I remember that song. Okay.
Good song. That's a good song.
Yeah, it's a real good, if you like that kind of thing. In 1977, Dreams by Fleetwood Mac is the #1 song on the U.S. Top 40 chart. And the album that kept going against it back and forth was Stevie Wonder's Songs in Key of Life. I remember that. And in 1992, Under the Bridge, my jam, by Red Hot Chili Peppers is certified gold. Love the Peppers. Big fan of the Peppers. Yeah, I guess it's time for the sportsy sports. Let's take a break and we'll come back and we'll also link up Kendrick Lamar and the San Francisco, the Golden State Warriors.
I mean, you're not wrong. They are
the San Francisco Warriors. Yeah, that's right. Because they are definitely playing in San Francisco. They crossed the bay. They never looking back. Oakland, when were we there? You kidding?
Yeah.
There's a reason. We'll be back in just a moment. It's The Drive with Mario Smith here on Backchannel.tv, YouTube, and on your Amazon supported devices. Hey, everybody in the back room, thank you so much for being here today. We'll be back right after these words. You got me again. Did I give the look? Did anybody see that besides you? I'm the only one who saw it.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think so.
All right, good. That well, everybody at Backchannel saw it because they can see all what we're doing. Yeah. Hey, it's time for the Dylan T. Pickle Sports Report. The New York Yankees and Tampa Bay Rays on Thursday dropped the usual game coverage that appears on their social media accounts, opting instead to use Twitter to highlight the brutal toll of gun violence in the United States. The devastating events that took place in Uvalde, Buffalo, and countless other communities across our nation are tragedies that are intolerable. The teams which played each other on Thursday said. The Yankees Twitter said, in lieu of game coverage and in collaboration with the Tampa Bay Rays, we will be using our channels to offer facts about the impacts of gun violence. The devastating events that have taken place in Uvalde, Buffalo, and countless other communities across our nation are tragedies that are intolerable. In lengthy Twitter threads, the teams pointed to alarming statistics such as the average number of veterans who die each year by firearm suicide, 4,500, or the frequency by which a young black man dies in a gun homicide every 3 hours. Guns were the leading cause of death for children and teens in 2020, the teams pointed out. Each statistic linked to sources like the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Veterans Affairs. The Rays said it had pledged $50,000 to Everytown for Gun Safety, a gun control advocacy group, and partnered with the group Thursday to amplify facts about gun violence in America. This cannot become normal, the team said. We cannot become numb. We cannot look the other way. We all know if nothing changes, nothing changes. And there you are. The campaign came one day after the Miami Heat urged fans to support common sense gun laws by contacting their lawmakers and voting. The announcement was made during the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. And I think that's how you should do that. By the way, if you watching or listening to this know someone who is in crisis, call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 800-273-8255. You can text HOME to 741-741 or visit speakingofsuicide.com/resources for additional resources. If you happen to be a veteran in crisis or concerned about one, you can call the Veteran Crisis Line at 800-273-8255 and press 1. Find more ways to get help through the VA or nonprofit organizations like the Wounded Warrior Project, Blue Star Families, and Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America, the IAVA. And don't hesitate, especially if you know somebody that's in trouble. What is it with Kendrick Lamar and the Golden State San Francisco Warriors? You ready for this? His new album could be good news for the Golden State Warriors. Allow me to explain. Toronto Raptors global ambassador and Grammy Award-winning artist succinctly summarized the relationship between athletes and musicians on Thank Me Now, the final track of his 2010 debut album titled Thank Me Later. Quote, I swear sports and music are so synonymous because we want to be them and they want to be us, Drake said. Bars. In recent years, there have been some particularly strong parallels between a certain NBA squad and rapper, both of whom happen to be based on the West Coast. The Golden State Warriors earned a ticket to their 6th finals appearance in 8 seasons with a convincing Game 5 win over the Dallas Mavericks Thursday. Earlier this month, Compton, California native Kendrick Lamar released his 5th studio album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Here's where things get interesting. Golden State's championship winning years, 2015, 2017, 2018, have lined up with the releases of Lamar's 3 previous albums, To Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, Black Panther, the album. Whenever Kendrick Lamar drops an album, the Warriors win the title. All 3 albums were number 1 upon their release, including this one, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. The Golden State Warriors are going to win because of Kendrick Lamar. There it is. I did it. I linked them together. So if you hear Kendrick Lamar, there's a good chance. All right, Gliss, Celtics versus Heat. That's the big one tonight. It could be over with for the Miami Heat. Oh, as I stretch my arm. I don't like the Celtics losing tonight. I think they're going to win. Must be eating. I think they're going to. I think for sure they're going to. Oh, I'm sorry.
I got you. Yeah. I think the Celtics are going to take care of business as well.
I'm reading your text. Oh, geez.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, fun. You know, this is actually a common thing after one of these shootings to share. I just received a text from my 15-year-old's high school that there was an unsubstantiated social media threat, and this is actually one of the things that is actually pretty common after a shooting like this. Is a lot of the schools, receive threats and stuff like that, which causes kind of a little bit of chaos and some, need for reassurance and extra police resources and all that stuff. So it's one of the other things that comes out of this whole mess.
Incredible. I don't, man. It would be really difficult for me to be a kid in this day and age. I think, you know what? If you got kids in your life, man, give them a hug today because they probably need one. Because this is wild. They should, a friend of mine used to say it, and I used to think she was a little bit ahead of herself on it. These children don't have a chance to be children. They're adults as soon as they're old enough to know how to react in a school shooting or how to react in one of those. The biggest thing we did was a fire drill, Bliss. We would go outside, stand around, laugh. Okay, where we're gonna go
on the West Coast, we would, be familiar with earthquake drills.
Yeah.
But yeah, now if you gotta, there's like 3 or 4 different kinds of drills that you need to know, and I think it was my oldest. So my first child, he came home when he was around Jackson. Actually, he was in kindergarten. So keep in mind, like, this is a 5-6-year-old kid, and the way they explain these kind of drills to those younger kids, because they don't even understand really the depth of a situation like that. So they basically describe it as if it's like a movie or something, that when this happens, it means that there's a bad guy in the building and we have to basically hide from the bad guy. And as we discussed earlier, it's just like the fact that little kids have to like even have that on their radar and have to think about that just when they go to school is absolutely insane.
It's wild. It doesn't really make sense. It's hard to quantify how do you do that, man? As a kid, I would be like, what? Can I just go to school at home? I don't want to go outside.
Can I go play baseball or
can I just like play professional ping pong or something?
Gotta worry about AR-15s. Like,
this is ridiculous, man. And again, man, you got kids in your life, y'all, but give them a hug today. And just for all this crap that they've been through the past couple of years.
Actually, just real quick, since you brought it up, this just kind of popped into my head because I saw it this morning. There's a guy here locally, Hillsboro, which is right, borders Beaverton. Mm-hmm. A guy, I guess he made a TikTok video that went viral. He basically went in the night or the day after the shooting, and he basically turned his gun. He had an AR-15 and a Glock, and he turned in his guns. And they have a program there, like if you want to turn in your guns, they'll destroy them for you. And in his video, he just kind of like talked about the fact that he's been a gun owner, most of his adult life, and that he supports the Second Amendment. But he was so affected by this, just the thought of it. He has 2 little girls, and he was like, "Look, like, I don't want to have these anymore. Like the idea that somehow they could end up in the wrong hands, and it be part of something like this." He was like, I want to be done with it, and like, I value my rights, but I value the lives of kids going to school more than that.
It takes very well said. Yeah, very, very well said. It's gonna take and we've been talking about this all day today, and we're talking about it all week, really. But it's gonna take an effort, man, for people to really just like, do you need an AR-15 in your possession? What are you killing? Yeah. Has there been an alien invasion and I missed it? That ain't gonna help.
Yeah.
Deer don't wear Kevlar. I heard someone say that this week. It's like, why do you need that? Why do you need any of it? I get it. And the Second Amendment is important in relation to this country. It's not as important to me as it is to some folks, but I understand it and I respect the fact that it's there. But come on, man. This is the only country that this happens regularly.
And we were talking about you were talking about the Rays and Yankees thing, which was a very cool thing that they did. I remember when I pulled up the story, one of the tweets that I can't remember which team shared was that with a weapon like that, like an AR-15, that there's likely to be 6 times as many deaths as there would be with a handgun or something like that.
And I'm imagining including with the person that owns it. That's a high power assault weapon. Weapon. That's a big gun. A weapon. It's a weapon. It's a big gun, man. That's a straight up. You're dying. I'm not trying to wound you and perhaps call the police and say he's been hit.
It's a killing. Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
it's a finisher. Come on now. You're not here to screw around with one of those things. You're trying to take somebody out. We totally got off the subject. Professional poker player Corey Zeidman, but it is a subject, arrested in connection to a $25 million sports betting scheme. Can I just say, when I saw professional poker player, I have a friend of mine that is a professional poker player, and I know he is not a bad individual, but I got real nervous. So I wanted to make sure I read this. So the other people who know him know he is not part of this. Corey Zeidman, a professional poker player who won a bracelet at the 2012 World Series of Poker, was arrested and indicted on federal charges that include conspiracy to commit wire and mail fraud and conspiracy to commit money laundering on Wednesday. According to ESPN's David Purdom, the federal indictment was handed down by the United States District Court for the Eastern District of New York. The indictment alleges that Zeidman and multiple unnamed, not unarmed. When you hang out all night long till the wee small hours of the morning with people who don't have anything to do the next day, they made more than $25 million over the past 16 years after the professional poker players spearheaded an organization that possessed privileged inside information on fixed games for sports betting. According to the ESPN report, Zeidman and the others involved in the scheme placed misleading radio ads in various U.S. markets, claiming to have a sophisticated white-collar approach to gathering sports information. That white-collar approach was reportedly fake. Upon reaching out to the group, callers would be told they had to pay to get information on what Zeidman and his co-conspirators claimed were fixed games that it received from physicians at colleges and television executives, according to ESPN. This, by the way, is a story from CBS Sports. The inside information was all fake. The allegedly fake service was referred to by multiple names, including Gordon Howard Global and Ray Palmer Group. In reality, he was selling nothing but lies and misinformation, bilking millions from victims along the way, leaving their lives in financial ruin and their bank accounts empty. Homeland Security Investigations New York acting special agent in charge, Ricky J. Patel, said in a statement. Zeidman, 61, has amassed $690,146 in career earnings, according to Card Player. Those are those call services. I got a hot tip on the college basketball game of the week. Call me and get your hot tip. And then you call them and they're like, yeah, we know the games that are fixed. Wow. And those services advertise heavily on sports radio stations around the United States. And that's the sports report for today. Linda is joining us in Iowa. Hey, Linda, how you doing? Thank you so much for being here today. Really appreciate you. When we come back, no, hold on. Let's not be so hasty. Hey, man, that music you're playing, that's some smooth jazz. I can hear it. I know what it is. Smooth jazz.
That's right.
That's right. Yacht rock. Hey, everybody, grab your drink. It's smooth jazz. A Montana high school principal had his work cut out for him when 12 students rode their horses to school, and in accordance with an old law, he had to take care of them. Conrad Public Schools said in a Facebook post that the Conrad High School principal was required by law to take care for 12 horses while students rode them to school on Monday, feeding and tending to them throughout the school day. What in the what? Why? What kind of where is this at? In Montana? Okay. I mean, horses aren't like an oddity in Montana. It's Montana, for God's sake. Oh no, not a horse. Oh boy, we've been missing out on the horse. It took more than you got me. It took more than 3 centuries, but the last Salem witch who wasn't, or who was. Wait, let me get back. The last Salem witch who wasn't has been officially pardoned. It took more than 3 centuries. Okay. Massachusetts lawmakers on Thursday formally exonerated Elizabeth Johnson Jr., clearing her name 329 years after she was convicted of witchcraft in 1693 and sentenced to death at the height of the Salem witch trials. Johnson was never executed, but neither was she officially pardoned like others wrongly accused of witchcraft. Lawmakers agreed to reconsider her case last year after a curious 8th grade civics class, shout out to the class, at North Andover Middle School took up her cause and researched the legislative steps needed to clear her name. Oh man, that's some law and order right there for you. That's how you do that. Yeah. No law and order. It's coming.
It's coming.
I don't know.
I was just
Ah,
I was distracted.
the sound of freedom right there, law and order. Okay. Oh, let's go back here real quick just to make sure everything's okay back here. All right, good. Everything's okay out here. All right, great. When we come back, it'll be time for Front of Mind, because you know what that means? It's almost done, baby. Friday, the full effect, a long weekend. It's the weekend, man. Yeah, baby, the weekend. Listen, America, want to do something special for Miami. We're gonna go out. We're gonna go out barbecue this weekend, man. Going to the drive-in and oh yeah, listen to the Red Hot Chili Peppers all night long, 24 hours. I need a nap. It's the Drive with Mario Smith and my man Jay Bliss. And thank you. Hello, we're all we proud of you. Tip your wait staff. Right off the Hyannisport, exit 6. Take the shoulder, get up. It's the Drive with Mario Smith here on Backchannel.tv. It is 44 minutes after the hour. When we come back, we'll have a story that you can take to your barbecue this weekend. It's the Front of Mind story, and we have all that and more coming right up. We'll be right back after these words. Boone has joined the stream. And the Gliss family. I have Gliss family, please don't share the text you sent me. Got a very spirited text from a member of the Gliss family last night. A lot of words in there. She was very not the happiest. A 1,300 and hey Lindsay, how you doing? I hope everything is going well. And hey boys, whichever one of you is there. Hey fellas. A 1,300-pound bison on the loose in Illinois. Oh great. For about 8 months. Oh, okay. I didn't know about this story. It was finally captured with help from cattle.
It's an update story.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we talked about this a while back.
That's right, because I was like, yo, of course it would be in Illinois. And this bison was walking around just like eating stuff and visiting people, getting petted and walking away. Was finally captured with help from cattle capture experts. I guess you would have to be a cattle capture expert in order to be able to capture bison. Lake County Forest Preserve's officials said the female bison, variously nicknamed Tyson the Bison and Billy the Bison, was captured Wednesday morning by personnel from Loose Cattle Caught brought in a new crew of specialists to use a drone, a horse, and a dog to locate the loose animal. After using a light tranquilizer to slow it down, the bison was then lured into a barn, baited with food, baited with food, and then removed it from the forest preserve just in time for the holiday weekend when attendance at the preserve increases. And that is a story from United Press International. Shout out to whatever the hell the name of that bison is. 1,300-pound bison is nobody to be messing around with. So if you see a bison in your neighborhood, run for your life. Don't call anybody. Just start running. And when you get far enough away, provided this bison doesn't chase you, then call the police. Don't be a hero. Oh man. Yeah, the Gliss family hit me up last night, Gliss.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sure did.
That must have been exciting.
It was interesting. And she was not happy at all, Jack. And I agreed with her about my level of just not happy. Hey, it's time to play my favorite game, and oh man, right on time. This is almost over. It's called Did You Know? Hey, did you know, Gliss, that 10% of us don't know a single joke to tell by heart? I am among the 10%. I just say things. Did you know 9% of us admit to stealing lunch or a snack from the communal fridge? Another 7% took the fifth, saying they don't recall whether they have. Liars. They did it. Did you know? Did you know 33% of children won't eat a mushroom? Did you know 6 out of 10 women say it's a major turnoff when a man winks at them? Did you know a study shows that women wear short skirts the most at age 23? Who took that? What? Did you know, according to a recent sleep
very in-depth research,
that's just that's pervy and creepy.
Yeah, right.
Did you know, according to a recent sleep study, if you have trouble sleeping, experts say you should try wearing sunglasses 2 hours before bedtime? I never thought about that. I know I wear these blue light glasses because I'm staring at the computer, and I sleep when I can sleep. I sleep fine. Did you know chances are if today is an average day for you, you will complain about something more than 20 times today. Man, you must have been reading my mind, because boy, oh boy, this has not been an average day. It's been a unique ass day all day. Did you know no words in the English language rhyme with the word silver, purple, and orange? No, I'm trying in my head. Torange, gorange, florange. Those aren't even words, stupid. What are you doing? Merple, gurple, yerple, pilver, nilver, kilver. Did you know 85% of women have flirted to make someone jealous or mad? I know 85% of those women. Are you kidding me? Did you know a study? Did you know a study in applied ergonomics? There is no such thing as applied ergonomics. Stop lying. Did you know a study in this made-up thing, applied ergonomics, found that using a tablet for 2 hours suppresses melatonin production, a hormone necessary for sleep, by 23%. I can believe that. Also, did you know that the U.S. has one doctor, period? That's it, just one. Thank you. No. Did you know the U.S. has one doctor for every 380 of its citizens, the most in the world? And there are over 300 of these operating in the U.S. What is it? Drive-ins. Ohio, New York, and Pennsylvania have the most drive-ins still in operation in the U.S., with each state having almost 30 left. I say bring back the drive-in.
I love drive-ins.
Me too. I mean, we had this discussion. Shove you in the trunk. Your parents go in, get you out the trunk, and then you're alive. Or put blankets on top of you. That's what they used to do to me. Put a whole bunch of blankets and stuff on. I thought that was the greatest. And then you pop out.
Yeah.
I'm in free.
And it's cool too, because like the drive-in was like a whole night experience, because it was like,
oh yeah,
you were there till like 2 a.m. watching the movie, and a lot of time it was a double feature.
That's right. Sun going down, sun down. People, windows foggy. You didn't know. I was a child. I was like, why are those windows foggy?
Alrighty then.
Yeah. There's a lot of yeah, just leave it there. We have 3 minutes remaining.
Damn it.
You must be a mind reader, because all of them like, gosh, How am I going to slug this out for 3 more minutes? I am, because I'm not going to be on here. You're not going to be here
Just
till
do 3 minutes straight of the live studio audience and
drowning. That also gets disinterested very quickly in whatever they're clapping about. Woo, that was good. Tuesday will be a very interesting show. It will be us talking about what we did all weekend. Man, it's a lot of days in this holiday. I legit started at 4:01 Central Time yesterday. Like, I'm not even kidding.
it was.
You heard the show.
Yeah, yeah. The last 2 hours was a holiday from the holiday because.
Yeah. It's going down. This is going to be a very good weekend. I think I'll be able to ride my bike this weekend. I'm very excited about that. So when we come back on Tuesday, tell everybody you know to show up. It's going to be a very interesting show on Tuesday, and it'll be full of excitement and adventure and maybe pictures. Depending on where I go, I'll take some pictures. Memorial Day in Chicago is not the safest time to be around, so I'll probably be close to my house, if not in the house. But I suspect everybody will have a good time on Memorial Day weekend. Gliss, have a good weekend. I know I'm going to be talking to you for sure. My best to the family, and enjoy the nuggets, kid, and enjoy your chicken sandwich. And I will talk to you later.
Cool. See ya.
Have a good weekend. All right, everybody. That is going to do it for the show today, and also going to do it for Backchannel.tv for today. Backchannel.tv, I think in some iteration, will be back on Monday, but if not, we definitely will be back on Tuesday with Haley and Allison's Good Morning, beginning at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. I hope you have a great, great weekend. I hope you enjoy everything about the weekend, too. On behalf of everyone at Backchannel.tv, my name is Mario Smith, as the sun is not really out, but it's around. See you guys when we see you. Peace.